Good morning, or afternoon, I guess. Afternoon, gamers. Welcome in, welcome in. My chat's not working, and I'm not entirely sure why. Something we'll have to figure out later. I can still see you guys, though. It just does not show up on stream. All right. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. It feels, even though you guys are here, it feels lonely having this not be here. Maybe it will kick in later. I don't know, man. But welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing all right today. That waiting screen is dude, thank you. Yeah. No, that this screen. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. This screen, I had rendered this like image a long time ago for like banners and stuff. But then I went on a trip recently and I decided to animate it and just like let my computer run and render it the whole time I was gone. And it does loop, which I'm super happy with. But yeah, I've been very excited to show that off. Very excited. But yes, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We got Bread, Gab, the Sore, Yolt, or am I saying that? Yes, Yolt. Welcome in. Frolin, how you doing? Ender Slime, Gab. Guys, welcome. How are you, Spencer? I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Also, let me switch over. We're gonna go over to this playlist. Hopefully this isn't too loud. All right, that should be good. Let me know if that's, that might be a little loud. Also, if you guys have not seen the new episode yet, it is live. It is live now, so go check that out. And if not, close your eyes for like a few seconds because there might be spoilers like right at the start of stream here. Also, the announcement, I will talk about that a little bit later. Also, I think I'm just gonna disable this. If this isn't gonna work right now, we're just gonna turn that off. Turn that all off. So it's just gonna be me today, all by myself. Very lonely. But yes, welcome in. How's everyone doing? Smith Wesson, welcome in. Razin, welcome in. Belu, Spencer, Gillis, Mine? Louis, what's good? Guys, welcome in. Hello from Barcelona. Well, hello, welcome in. I'm so excited. Me too, man. I've been wanting to stream a lot more recently. I don't have things to stream because I don't want to spoil the next episode and I don't want to just do something else. Like I want to play on this world. I just, it's like, I gotta wait until the episode's out pretty much. Advice for the newcomer, dude, just do it. Just do it. That's the best advice that you can get. If you're wanting to like create content, make videos and stuff, literally just start doing it. That's the best way you can learn. I do of course have other advice that I can share at some point, but the best thing you can do is just jump into it. Okay, is anything gonna work? Is my game capture here gonna? Oh, there it goes. Okay. You didn't say hi to me? Dude, I'm so sorry. Hello, Elioff? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Hi from Sweden. Well, hello to all of you from the USA, from big Kansas, central USA here. I failed my reading test, was off by 2. Off by 2 what? 2, I guess just 2 questions, yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Better luck next time. You need to add more things for, oh yeah, on the Twitch channel point rewards. I know, I kind of cleared it all out. I want to do a fresh start and I've just had a lot of stuff going on and I haven't been good about that, but yeah, well, I'll definitely have to add some more stuff to it. Hi from UK, hi from Egypt. Well, hello, all over the world. Hi from France, dang man. I started my own limited progression world this week, loving not having the pressure to become God tier immediately. Exactly. I think that's a huge benefit of it. But then also, it just makes the game last longer. Like, it gives you more things to do. And then, like, instead of spending 2 weeks on a world, you could easily spend, like, dude, I'm coming up on a year. And I'm, like, not even halfway through. Yeah, it just gives you a lot more things to do, I feel like. You're on Twitch? Yes, I am on both. Which usually you could tell because I'll have chats underneath the screen here, but yeah, no, it's not working today. So yeah, I am live on both though right now. Live on both. Hi from my bed. Well, welcome in everybody. So today, that's not what I meant to do. I'm gonna go and hop into the world here. Kind of the thought that I had for today. Oh yeah, close your eyes if you haven't seen the new episode yet. Also close your ears, that is loud. If you haven't seen the new episode yet, it is right over there. Whoa. That was the project that I just finished up. But today I'm kind of thinking I just want to gather some resources, kind of get stuff together. So I think we're gonna head over to like the mesa for a little bit, get some terracotta. I do want some more bone blocks as well. I almost considered doing the interior on the gold farm finally, but I don't know. I don't know exactly what I want to do yet, and so I don't know if I want to do it live. You have 72 mod. That's not true, is it? It's 14. 14 here. We got Bobby mod, camera utils, flashback, gamma utils, iris, Lightmatica, a library one. For whatever reason, Minecraft. I guess my face cam's covering it, but Minecraft shows up as a mod as well. We got mini HUD, mod menus, simple fog, voice chat, sodium, and world edit. Although I've heard Axiom might be the way, so maybe I'll have to switch over to that. Although I don't do a whole lot of world edit stuff anyway. You know, it's kind of crazy that these striders don't automatically heal. My striders have just taken a lot of damage over time. And I feel like there should be some kind of like something to feed them or something that I could do besides just a healing potion, but maybe that's what I'll have to do. Flashback is so good. Totally agree. Totally agree. I was a big fan of replay mod for a while, but flashback has been a game changer. Although right now I don't think the fog is working with the new fog updates, like overriding the fog, as far as I can tell at least. Maybe it does, but yes, flashback is amazing. When is another video? Come on, man! You gotta give me at least like more than 2 hours. For anyone who doesn't know, a new video just came out. That is also part of the reason I'm live right now, is because we have a new video out. But I guess even 2 hours after it starts, I get questions again. Do warped fungus heal them? I did try it. Maybe I could try it again, but I don't think they do. I don't think warped fungus heal striders. But maybe I just didn't do it right before. They should have fast potions for striders. I feel like the striders are already pretty quick, but I mean, doesn't one of the speed potions work on them as well? Hi, just watched your other vid. Let's go, Maddie. Hi from my friend's basement. Do you check your Twitch chat? I do. I check both. Right now, I have both of them just pulled up as like a, what do you call it? Like just their pop out chats. I got them both here. Usually I would read off of one combined one, but that's not working right now. So you guys can say hello to each other. That'd be very nice. Maybe, yeah, Twitch say hi to YouTube, but YouTube say hi to Twitch. You all can meet each other. But yes, welcome in everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. All right. There we go. Okay. Sweet. Anybody, brother, anyway, brother, I have an exam tomorrow, so sadly I have to leave. Have fun and good luck. Jado, best of luck on your exam. You got this. Study up. Study up. Also, for anyone who does need to dip out, not that we're going to be doing anything too revolutionary. I mean, I do have an announcement that I will talk about a bit later, but the VOD will be up in the live section. Or as I learned today, actually, it also shows up, like, if you're on mobile, I guess, just under videos, which I don't know if I love. The fact that, like, the live streams just show up as, like, in the same feed as videos when you're on a phone. I don't know. But yes, either way, it will be public afterwards. So if you ever want to watch back through, it will still be available. Do you plan on releasing more videos each week, like 2 videos? I'd love to. I definitely can't with this series. Although I will say, I don't know how many of you guys have been keeping up with the current Ryan Trahan series, but I've been watching that with my wife like every day. We've seen every one of them. He's traveling across America right now and raising money, and it's super cool. Anyway, my point in bringing that up is it has gotten me very inspired to like want to do daily content. So I would absolutely love to, but that would pretty much mean kind of slowing down even further on this series. So I think like I want to balance it out. You know, I don't want to I don't want to completely shift gears into something else while I have the series going. You know, I got to stay focused on getting these episodes out, but I definitely can't really get them out any faster than I am right now. I mean, I could maybe, if I got really good, if I got it really down to a science, maybe 2 weeks per episode. But I think 3 weeks is about the fastest pace I'm able to go right now. Next time he dies, he should downgrade to Copper Age. That's not a bad idea. Although I probably won't, because that's not how the ages work usually. Although maybe in the future, maybe I'll have some reason. I am already past Copper at this point, so I don't think I'll be doing a Copper Age in this series. You know, if I redid this like a couple years down the line or something, maybe I would. Well, I would definitely add Copper in at that point. But what I might end up doing. Also, do I have Nether woods? I don't have Nether woods here. Okay, so we'll just toss this into here for now. What I might end up doing later is like, I could see copper armor like on an armor stand looking cool for like a decoration or something. You know, I could see that in a build. So that'd probably be the only reason I would do any copper stuff. Also, these Endermen. I haven't mentioned them in the video, but I've had 2 Endermen on top of my chests for like, I don't know, I mean, at least like a month now. Or I had one on top for a month. And then I had another one at one point where they both were holding dirt blocks, but I think maybe one of them pushed off the other one or something. And now I have one with a gravel block and one with a dirt block, or a grass block. But yeah, I don't think they're able to pathfind off the top of the chest, so they just kind of sit up there. I gotta work, but love your videos, and this series is awesome. Yo, no name, I appreciate you. Thank you. I did suggest Copper Age in your Discord, but yep. Oh, Maddie, I think, yeah, you're probably the one I responded to today. How you will implement Copper. Yeah, Copper, the thing is, like, I've kind of realized, dude, Mojang is on their game right now. They're outputting stuff fast. Like, it's crazy, man. I was like so proud of how fast I got the Happy Gas stuff done. Like I subbed to the Patreon of Flashback so I could get that early, and like I ended up, so I'm usually a big Pokemon Go fan, but I decided like I need to get these episodes out faster, and there's a big Go Fest this last month, and I ended up not going to that so I could record all weekend. And so I was like, I was booking, I like just getting through this as fast as I can. And before I even get the video out, there's a whole new mom in the game. So what I realized is I think with this series, I kind of just gotta, like, if new content comes out and it's before, like if it's earlier in the game than where I'm currently at, then I just have to like pretend like it wasn't there pretty much. But if something comes out, like if a new in-game thing comes out before I get there, I'll definitely do that. But I'm not gonna retroactively go back and relive an old stage. Oh, you know what I need to do? Okay, here, you guys get to see something kind of cool. I haven't showed this anywhere yet, but after every episode, I'll always like make a backup of the world, and then also I make a new book that has the like notable stats and like my playtime and stuff like that. Like I don't know if I'll actually use this for anything. Oh wait, no, that's not how you make that's not how you make a written book. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but it's fun to like look back on and see kind of what I had at that point. Also, let's go sleep real quick because I don't have a door. Your world's like a sitcom with these Endermen. I know. And what's funny is like how often I'm just standing there looking up at my chests. Like it is a hazard because an Enderman, if I'm like not on my game, which I'm usually not, or if I don't have like a boat easily accessible, and since all my ceilings are so tall, that pretty much kills me if I accidentally look at one. And like I'm here like looking up at my at my chest like just an inch away from the Enderman. But they're chill. They're chill. Fun question, what's your favorite armor material and trim combination? That's a tough question. Although on a friend's SMP that I like to play on, although I haven't been as much recently, I had a armor store, which I did make a short on it. So if you want to see that, there's a short. But what I did was I took leather armor and dyed it in combination with trims to like make kind of themed custom armors as like a decorative like fashion thing, and it was a lot of fun. So I would say leather. I'd say leather, and then I don't know, maybe resin. The resin's like super vibrant, so that looks pretty cool. We need a pink one though. We need to have some kind of pink trim, I feel like. How are you, Dude Timesburg? Doing well. How are you doing? Amiibu, welcome in. Gotta head out because about to go swimming and then the gym. Sounds good. Enjoy your swimming in the gym. Minecraft updates too fast. It does. Man, I was proud because like 3 weeks, like that's a pretty quick turnaround. And especially like I'm recording the second Happy Gas is available, but then somehow in that time, we still managed to get a new update. Okay, so yes, let's see. So what I like to do is I make these books. This was episode 7, so I'll copy that. I've learned I shouldn't I shouldn't like sign them, because if I sign them, then I can't copy and paste. And it's a lot easier to copy and paste these things. But episode 8. So what I like to do is, let's see, daytime deaths. We put that on there. All right, so daytime deaths as like a kind of baseline metric, right? So if we go into here, statistics. So days, oh wait, I guess I can also see that from here. Oh, 1,100. That's funny. It's exactly 1,000 days. Of course, I mean, I did like stream in between this one and the last one, and I was kind of like just exploring and stuff. That took a lot of days. So like these days aren't like exactly the, like I could get these stages done slightly faster than the day count would suggest, but do that. And then time played. This is, okay, actually, don't look at this. This is embarrassing. Time played, 10 days. 10.73 days is what we're at right now. Let's see. 10.73 days. Oh, I guess, do I even need to, how did I do that in the other one? Okay, I do spell out days. And then options, no, statistics, number of deaths. Oh, okay, actually this one was off. Oh wait, no, it's right again. I checked this. I could have sworn that I checked this on stream last time and it was 12. Or like I had like unaccounted for deaths. Maybe not, maybe I'll have to watch back the VOD, but I thought that this had gotten off at some point. Maybe with like backups or something, but that's right, because the last one I had 10 and I got one more since then, so that does check out. 11 deaths. Okay, sweet. And then what I like to do, since each episode kind of has different things that are leveled up, you know, I like to add the notable stats. So like we did 44 kilometers on a Strider in the episode 7. Yeah, episode 7. Mined a lot of magma and killed a lot of ghasts. I think this one probably I should see if it's got one for like distance on a happy ghast. Wait, is that? Oh yeah, distance by happy ghast. That's satisfying. Exactly 7 kilometers. Also, I'm gonna turn up this music just a little bit. If I did this instead of 11, it would be 110. I feel that, man. Without feather falling, this game is tough. Like when you, I think that those deaths sound like a lot, but, and it would be if like you had in-game armor, you know, because I think that a lot of people's perception of like how many times you die is like when you're fully kitted. But like if you're stuck in like, I'm in gold armor. I mean, I got good protection and stuff on it, but like right now I'm wearing a lot of gold armor. So like, it's very easy to die, but I'm also bad at the game. All right, let's see, episode 8, deaths, no. Notable stats. Distance, happy ghast. Oh, okay. We'll just do happy ghast. I don't like it to be one line. 7 kilometers. What would be another stat from the last video that would be a big, is there anything? I didn't kill a lot of things. I guess we could see how much bartering I've done. Would that show how many gold you've bartered? You got cooked by, I know. I'm gonna try not to spoil because this episode's still pretty new. So it's fine if you do, but I'm gonna try not to read stuff that was from this most recent episode. So if you're just kind of casually watching, you don't get spoiled. So the gold armor, the reason why you're avoiding mobs at all cost. No, it's mostly my game skill. Yo, Archie, already been in this world about half the time some of the hermits have played in season 10. That's actually kind of crazy. I mean, I am coming up on a year, so you'd kind of hope that I've played it a lot. I hope you give us like a copy of the world. Yes, I absolutely will. In fact, it will come before I'm done with, well, actually world download might come after the series, but world seed will come before the end of the series. They should add axolotl skins, which are obtained from killing axolotls and can be used to make dried pink skin, which can be used for leather armor variant and a good armor trim. I am a genius. That is cool. Although you can dye the armor already, so I don't know how helpful it would be if it's just like a dyed leather essentially. But yeah. What's the plan for this stream? We're just gonna be collecting some resources, and then I have an announcement towards the end of the stream. Something else I've been kind of working on that I'm quite excited for. If you're in the Discord, don't spoil, because I did like soft drop it in the Discord. I did a soft reveal in the Discord. Also, if you're not already in there, definitely hop in there. That's the best way to stay up to date on stuff. What will be after the Nether Age, redstone or diamond? It's gonna be redstone, but I've been like thinking about it a lot recently, and part of me almost feels like, what do you guys think? Should redstone have its own stage? Because the reason it's where it's at in this series is because you need quartz, so it like should be after the Nether, because like so much redstone will need quartz. But is redstone big enough that it needs its own stage, or is it just like a part of every stage, or should it just be more a part of stages? Calling it now, I think you'd be the next invite to... No, I don't think I would make it on Hermitcraft, although I am honored and I would say yes to that I would say yes to that 100 out of 100 times I was asked, but there's so many good creators out there, and Hermitcraft is just so exclusive that it'd be tough to ever get on there. Redstone needs to be a stage. Okay, that is good to hear. That's what I also think. Redstone age, please. Okay, good. I have some fun ideas, but yeah, I didn't know, because it's like, I feel like the diamond stage is just so pushed off. Like it feels like it should be much faster than it is, but you know, I guess that's part of it. We're slowing down the game, right? All right, are there any other statistics? What would be like a fun one? Damage blocked by shield. I wonder if, I mean, I could do Strider again. I guess you could see how it varies from episode to episode. So 61.18 on the Strider. Strider. What did I say? I say 61.18, was it? Distance by Strider, 61.18. Okay, I got it. 61.18. And then there was another page I thought I did on these books. Things accomplished. Oh, right. Just kind of like a recap of the episode. Okay, so if you haven't seen it, real quick, spoilers. Should take like 30 seconds, but if you have yet to see it, this is gonna spoil it all. So let's see. God, happy gassed. We I guess it's built home, and maybe built happy gas dock. If we don't include that in the home, was there anything else? Oh, I guess. Well, the death, but that doesn't really. I don't log that on here. Okay, that should be enough. Honestly, since this is like same stage but just different episode, I don't need to be super thorough about that. This was episode 7, and then episode 8. Look at that, looking good. We got good, a good amount of books there. How do I say this? The Davidic one? Did I say that right? Welcome in though. How you doing? Today is my birthday, dude. Happy birthday, Minecraft Stop Motion Studios. Happy birthday, man. Davidic. It's probably Davidic. What do you think about the recent hot fixes? More specifically? I guess what... Oh, I'm actually looking very close to Enderman. What specific hot fixes are you referring to here? This bookshelf is very Etho comment of the decor. I love it. Yeah. Dude, I love Etho's comment of the day. I'm a big Etho nerd. Okay. What I'd like to do next, I was going to say I should go get some more iron to replenish, but I got like 19 blocks. So I think I should be good for a little bit on the iron. Oh yeah, and I got 20 blocks here. We're so good on iron. I definitely do not need to get any iron. But what I would like to do, since these buildings are taking a lot of, I guess we could also get diorite at some point. It'd be good to go mining for some diorite, but I want to get some terracotta. So we're gonna go on a quick llama expedition and get some terracotta. Okay, I need to get some more torches as well, because a lot of the terracotta mining is under an awning, so I like to stay safe. Perfect. And then we'll head out. Gotta go watch the newest episode. Yes, get on that. Redstone age equals gunpowder stage for me because TNT has such a redstone vibe. Interesting. You know what's funny is I feel like for me, I've been getting a big like minecart vibe from, I guess, yeah, like I feel like a lot of my redstone stuff has been very minecart involved. Although I'll probably do a little bit less of it once we get to the actual redstone age. Although, you know, I did want to do something I would actually use is a rail that moves from the llama thing to my house, just to like move items from there to there, because I don't have the inventory space to be to be moving those items. I was thinking maybe I should take my donkey over there too, but I think we'll just go on foot. You should fight the Wither in the stage in the Nether with gold armor. That would pretty much make the Nether off limits for me, because I would die and then there'd just be a Wither loose in the Nether. No, it is a Java Wither, so I think it'd be manageable. But the Wither I'm gonna save. I think for me, I see the Wither as like the very end game boss, right? Like I think that's the very last thing you do. Like a beacon is kind of like the crown pinnacle achievement, like you've done Minecraft, right? At least, I don't know. Do you guys see it the same way, that like that is the very, very last thing? 1.27 and 1.28. I'll be honest, I haven't really looked into those, what those versions have. What specifically, like what bugs and stuff did they fix? I mean, like the copper stuff's super cool. I'm a big fan of the copper golem. I've always wanted more golems in the game. Oh, you know, I also realizing I don't have a bed. Oh, we're gonna steal this bed. Yeah, I love the golem, so super happy to see that. But I don't know what specifically they fixed besides adding new things, I guess. I'm really bad about staying up to date on Minecraft updates. I live in the past. Okay. Also, if anyone has any ideas for this, I mean, it just doesn't work how I wanted to. I did end up fixing it, or I changed it so that now there's this pit here instead of having like 2 layers of carpet. So we got string under it now, and like I was hoping that would stop the pathfinding, but I still sometimes have issues with these llamas trying to pathfind through this thing instead of around it. It's not quite as convenient as I wanted it to be. Oh, but this is a game changer. I wish I had this when I was really working with llamas. I love that. I don't think Wither is in-game, as it's obtainable to fight before Ender Dragon. Well, that is true. But on the same note, you could also fight the Ender Dragon before, like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's kind of almost a side quest. It's not like the main story of Minecraft, right, is the Ender Dragon. Like, that's the main story. Once you beat the Ender Dragon, that's like in-game. But I feel like the Wither is like post in-game. Is the Wither or Dragon fight harder for you guys? And also specify if you're on Bedrock, because the Wither on Bedrock I could see being especially difficult. But all right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Always gotta make sure we have all our llamas accounted for. I believe it's actually triple carpets, not doubling to stop pathfinding. I wonder, okay. Maybe I'll have to check that out then. Try to revamp most of your builds in the Redstone Age. See, that's something I've been torn on. I don't know, like, I think what I've kind of landed on is we're gonna keep things in the stage that they happened in, and like, if I add a new thing to them, it's gonna be a new thing, right? Like, instead of adding glass for windows to my house, I'm gonna leave that as is, but if I add another wing onto my house, then that will have like kind of stuff that I was unlocked in that stage, if that makes sense, right? Like, I don't think I'm gonna go back through and make everything redstone now. Like, I'm not gonna be adding a piston door to my house or anything, but yeah, like if I add anything in the future, it will be like an addition to it, if that makes sense. Wither on my Bedrock, okay. Wither on Bedrock isn't too hard, it just lags me a whole bunch because I play on an old gen console. Okay, fair enough. The thing is, like, I feel like the dragon, once you know how it works, like for a first time player, I could understand it being pretty difficult, but I feel like once you know how it works, it's a lot easier. Meanwhile, like a Wither, if you're not in the right conditions, it could be difficult. Now Wither's also a lot easier to cheese it, right? Like, it's a lot easier if you fight it in a mine or obviously like clipping it into Bedrock or something, but I just feel like if you look at them on the same playing field, like the Wither is more difficult and it gets you better things than the dragon does. I mean, I guess Elytra's pretty good, but yeah. How many stages do you plan on doing? I believe I got 13 mapped out right now. And some of them, it's like all liable to change at some point. Like, if I get to that stage and I realize that it might be better condensing it down or splitting it out or something, I might do that. But as of now, I've mapped out 13. And those are available in the Discord, kind of my preemptive plans. I'm not sure. Obviously, like, I can't guarantee it will be exactly like that by the time I get there, but the plans are there. I'll need to clean up this path a little bit. Wither's way harder. Okay, it seems like we're on the same page about that. Never beaten the Wither before the dragon. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I just feel like that's the order it's supposed to be in. I mean, you did say you could improve the llama thing with piston. Yeah, that is true. Pistons would be an easy fix to this, but I love the the drip leaf. Like, I think anytime I can do kind of something weird and different, even if it's like not as good, it is fun to be able to do that. So I don't want to get rid of that, but if I'm actually like using the llamas like I have been, and that would be a big difference, I might. We'll see. Yo, thank you for, wait, what was this on? My window is too small. Resub for 52 months from Matilda, dude. Thank you, Milne. Appreciate the 52 months. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. 52. Wait. Matilda, were you subbed when I wasn't streaming? Did you keep your sub going? Always going live when I'm sleeping. My bad, gamer. My bad. Can you send the Discord? Yep, there's the link in chat there. On Bedrock, Wither is really in-game for me. Yeah, I think that's how it is. I think it is kind of like the final challenge. Now, this might be a bit more of a hot take, but I think that Netherite, the more that I look at it, the more I think Netherite is also like in-game. Like, you can get it. The Nether, you unlock stuff, right? Like, as soon as you get the portal, technically you could go mine Netherite and get gold and stuff and like loot bastions and get it. But I think that it's just, it feels in-game, right? Like, because you could also say like the second you unlock the overworld, right? Like when you start playing the game, you can get access to all of that's in that. But I still feel like, I don't know if I can explain that, but I think that Netherite feels very in-game. And that might just be because I grew up on Diamond, right? Like that was what Minecraft was for so long, was Diamond as in-game. You can get Elytra without killing the dragon. I thought the portal's only opened once you kill her. Yes, so you are able to. I won't be doing that, but you are able to. Because the whole end is not like blocked, but it would take a lot of effort to get out to the outer islands because you have to bridge across that gap. Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, it's not like there's multiple end dimensions. There's just one end dimension, and those gateways just teleport you within that dimension. So there's like a central ender island, and then a big gap, and then the outer islands. So once you go to the end, you could bring a bunch of blocks or like a redstone flying machine, and have as much, and you could go out as far as you wanted and get all this stuff pre-dragon, but it's not really a big reason to do that. There was a bug that allowed you to go to outer islands without messing with the main island. Oh, really? Like it just automatically sent you out there? It's like 1,000 blocks, I think. That sounds right. I think, yeah, 1,000 blocks sounds right. Although, you know, it's been interesting. For so long, the far lands were kind of like a big challenge. One thing I don't like about these is it's not a consistent like stripes everywhere. Like I don't want anything that's already died, but, oh wait, are you able to re-dye terracotta? Because maybe I am overthinking it. Are you able to re-dye terracotta? Because like I like the undyed stuff because then I can just dye it whatever color I want. But if you're able to dye, I don't even know if I tested that. Yo, Akron man, what's good? Welcome in. This is my first time on stream. Well, welcome. Welcome. Glad to have you. Just watch the video. Amazing content, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Do you play exclusively Minecraft, or are you open to other games? You know, it kind of stinks, but recently I've kind of made the decision that like, in order to get episodes out faster and because I want to take this seriously, I've kind of cut out every other game. I've either uninstalled them or just stopped playing them entirely to make sure that I can get these out. So yeah, no, not right now. Although I'll tell you, the one that it's toughest for me is CS right now. I love Counter-Strike. I love me some clicking heads, but yeah, exclusively Minecraft at the moment. I think you can re-dye. Okay, maybe this is worth testing. Let's see, let me find the closest dye that I can get here. Maybe like some squids or something. And I want to see if you can re-dye terracotta, because if so, then I'm not going to worry about only getting the regular stuff. Oh, actually, wait, I can make it white. I can make white dye right now. Let's do that. Let's see if you can re-dye terracotta. What do we think? All right, and okay, no, you cannot re-dye it. That's unfortunate. I feel like just recently, I mean, I tried re-dyeing wool and that did let me do it, I'm pretty sure. I think. Now I'm not sure about it, but I'm pretty sure wool you can. So it's kind of funny you can't with all blocks. Oh man, I really try not to break pickaxes. I like crafting them into each other, but All right, let's make a couple pickaxes here. And by a couple, I mean 5 or 6. 6. What are your plans for the next episode? Well, I can't share that, can I? That'd be a bit of a spoiler. But I do think I know what I'm gonna do. And I will say it's gonna be a slight change up from what I've been doing. If I do what I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, well, you can't, okay. That's kind of funny. I wonder if this will be something that they add like 10 years down the line. Like one of those things that you just kind of wonder why they didn't always have it. But who knows? Maybe it's supposed to be like that. Also, terracotta. Oh, right. I didn't even do the right recipe for terracotta. Hold on. Let's do that then. I didn't even. Hold on. You are right. Who said that? I want to give you the credit because you said also, but also, okay, Robert, but also terracotta has died with 8 terracotta. Yeah, no, that's, all right, guys, we're not going to talk about that, okay? We're not going to talk about that, all right? And also, if you said it, you also get credit. Robert's is just the one I saw. I love the nether base, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm pretty happy with how it's coming out. It's been a project, like I've wanted to do a nether Venice style thing for such a long time. Also, I'm trying to get bone meal right now, which is why I'm killing these guys. I've wanted to do a nether Venice base for such a long time, but I just had never had like a world or like a reason to do it. So I hadn't. That's kind of what a lot of builds on this world have been and will continue to be, is like just ones that I've had in a backlog for a while that I haven't really had a reason to build or the ability to build. So I'm quite excited for a lot of projects coming up. But yeah, that nether one's been a lot of fun. If anything though, kind of what I'm realizing is I made that middle building too big. That's my one complaint so far. That building is just too big. On one hand, like it is a little bit bigger than player scale, which is a pet peeve of mine. I don't like when things are not built to player scale. But also, I've kind of realized, like, I think the other buildings just, I don't want to make them that big. So it's kind of going to be a monolithic build, like right in the middle, which I can still make work. But I think ideally I would have made it a little bit smaller than it is. When's the next vid going to be out? So one came out today. If you haven't seen it, you can go watch that now. But the next one, I think 3 weeks is a great timeline that I love shooting for. But I also have an announcement later in this stream that we'll talk about. I don't know at what point. I'm just going to wait a little bit, let anyone get in. But I have, an announcement that I'll kind of get you guys' thoughts on it, because the thing is it would require splitting my attention a little bit. Okay, that's enough dye. It would require splitting my attention a little bit, so the next episode would take just a little bit longer, but I think it'll be a fun thing to do, so. Gotta bounce, have a good rest of the stream. Yo, thank you for stopping by. Would it not be cool if someone was doing a challenge alongside you? That would be cool. No, in fact, actually, there's a lot of people in the Discord who I've seen, they've been sharing their own limited progression playthrough. Guys, if you are playing through, or even just your own world, that's not limited progression. I do love seeing what you guys are working on. And there's a lot of people who have made like a forum within my Discord, !Discord, for the link to that. A lot of people who've been sharing kind of like photo updates and kind of just, I don't know. It's fun to share your world. I think it makes the game like, I don't know. It makes it exciting. I don't know the right word, but I like sharing progression with other people. I think it makes Minecraft fun. When do you do streams? Right now and a couple weeks ago. I don't have a schedule right now. I do not have a schedule at the moment. Videos are definitely the main focus. Wait, did I? Oh no, it's right here. But I have really been enjoying streaming. I just don't have like something to stream besides this world, and I don't like to spoil the videos or take time away from working on them. But okay, so what we're testing right now, and this is easily solvable by a Google search, but I just want to see if you can dye terracotta, because I was not sure if you can dye already dyed terracotta. Okay, so that was all for nothing, and you cannot. But I'm glad we did test it, because if you had been able to, but I had only tested this, then it would have felt silly. But you cannot dye already dyed terracotta, which is sad. I think that should be a thing. Gonna join the Discord. Need foreign friends to play this. All right. Yeah, join in. I'm sorting Legos while watching stream. Awesome, dude. I feel like I've had a growing itch to to drive over to my parents and bring my Legos back over here and just like dump them out on the floor and build something. Legos are so much fun. You know what my go-to build was always, or like what I found was a very fun thing to build with Lego, was I liked making pod racers. I don't know why, but just making like a themed pod racer was always a lot of fun. Like you can make like a steampunk one, or like, I don't know, just like a theme for like a pod racer from Star Wars. That was always my go-to. One die. Did I mess it up again? You're kidding me. Okay, it still doesn't work. And now when I find out, so when I find out the next way of dyeing terracotta that's actually correct, let me know. Let me know when you figured out what I messed up this time, but it still doesn't work. So I was right, even if I showed the wrong work. Love your YouTube videos, they're so good, dude, thank you, appreciate that. Legos go crazy, totally agree. Totally agree. I got a couple sets that are unbuilt right now, but maybe I should bust them out. I think I really enjoy like sets are fun, but I think I mostly like making things that aren't sets. I'm avoiding chemistry work while watching stream. Awesome. Well, I'm glad to keep you distracted for a little bit. I hate chemistry. I enjoy like some of the sciences, but chemistry, not one of them. Not one of them. It's cool, like I can appreciate it and I get why people like it, but not for me. Do you do YouTube full time? I do. Wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly, huh? Thank you, Ashad. Thought I heard something. Bro tried to make terracotta dye. Yeah, I'm trying to make I guess terracotta dye. Literally just got back from New York yesterday. Dude, awesome. How was it? How long is the stream gonna be? I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna cap it at 4 hours. So we're 45 minutes into it. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, if I do everything that like I'm wanting to do, which is just kind of gather resources and give an announcement, like we might just call it. It's gonna be based off of a vibe sort of thing, right? But yeah, I did consider. I like, part of me does want to work on the interior, but also I don't want to start it and then not finish it, or start it and not figure out like what I want to do. So we'll save it for later. What do you plan on doing when copper stuff's added? Nothing. Business as usual. Just because I'm already past it in the game. I mean, yeah, I was talking about this a little earlier. If I do anything, it'll probably just be like a decoration thing, but you know, actually, no, I take that back. Copper golem. I'll definitely be experimenting with the copper golem, but I won't be doing any copper armor or tools most likely, unless there's something that they do that's outside of normal tools, which I think they should. In fact, I don't remember where I heard this, and I wish I could take credit for it, but something really cool that I've heard as like a suggestion is to make it so that copper is slightly better than iron. Like when you first scrapped it, it's like slightly better than iron, but then it oxidizes and makes it worse than iron. Because I think the biggest issue with copper, and like I in fact, actually last stream before this was announced, I was talking about how I think copper, so like it'd be really cool to have in the game, because like that was a real life thing that we as humans did, was like we went through a copper age of like making copper tools and stuff. And like, so it'd be cool to have in the game because it makes sense, but it just doesn't really have a place in the game because we already have chainmail and leather armor that are usually skipped anyway, because iron's just so easy to get. So I feel like it would need to have something unique or special about it, but it can't be too good also. So I think that would be a good suggestion because it plays on the oxidation that copper already has, and then it also kind of gives it a place in the game. Like you can make copper armor, and then and like when you first make it, it's better than iron, but pretty quickly it deteriorates. I think that would make a lot of sense. I think it's cruel creating a golem to do chores for you, but that's what they like to do. That's what they like to do. I saw someone made, it spread around pretty quick. Someone made like an artillery using golems where like they used a trap chest to like, to make it look like the golems were loading TNT, or maybe they actually were loading TNT into the gun. And I thought it was kind of a cool thing. It got me thinking, like, I want to find a cool way to use them like that, where using like copper golems and trap chests to do something very specific. That's not just sorting. Like I think using them somehow, using their sorting ability to like not sort things would be cool. And I don't mean like unsort things, but like do something besides sorting. So it doesn't, wait, so it doesn't have a purpose. It's like early game and doesn't have a purpose late game. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe they will add something to make it unique. Either way, it's a win. I think getting a new armor set is cool. I think that just more content like that is super cool to get. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't really see copper tools and armor being very useful per se. I just found 3 diamonds. Let's go. How many did you get with, or are you fortunate in them? Really love your idea of this world. Thank you, thank you. Copper Golem. Cooper Golem, yes. What a throwback. Regarding your gold farm storage, will you add auto crafters to it? That would be pretty convenient. Yeah, I think that oh, okay. I think that is a, for sure a good thing to do. In fact, when I heard auto crafters, that was one of the first things I thought of was gold farms with their gold nuggets and stuff. It would be quite nice just to condense it down. Although, I don't know what to do with all my rotten flesh. I mean, I always save it so I can trade it, but I just have such a crazy amount, and I still have more builds to do in the Nether, so I know that I'm going to get even more. But I don't know what I can do with that much rotten flesh. Like, what do you do with just double chests and double chests of it besides trade? Will you terraform the area? Not this area. This area is going to be kind of a... This is my quarry. You know, maybe I should have, or still could, actually make like a quarry build, but I don't know. I don't know. I kind of like the idea. I made a copper farm, or a copper mine, and I guess my iron mine too, where you kind of make it into a build by the way you mine it, if that makes sense. Right? Like I'm mining out the stone, but at the same time, I'm like also carving out like pillars and walkways and stuff. And I think that's kind of a cool way to do quarries maybe, is like instead of doing a whole like crane build and whatever bridges and stuff, or maybe still do bridges, but it's kind of cool to carve it out in a specific way that makes it look like a build and not just like a nasty part of your world. Is there gonna be a copper age? No, not gonna be a copper age for me. Although I might add that into the actual like official rules, limited progression. Like I do want to have a nice infographic and everything that details all the goals and rules and everything. So I might work copper into that, but no, I won't be playing in this world. My iPad's gonna die. No, get that on a charger. Dude, my AirPods haven't been charging. It's been very annoying. Every time I go to check them, they're always dead. And then my charger's not working. They might be gone. How do you create your videos? Like what editing software do you use and what processes do you have? I use the Adobe suite, so Adobe Premiere for editing. And usually what I do is I will just record all at once, and then I do a first cut. In fact, actually, I put this on the Discord. This is like a technically like a members exclusive thing right now. But I'll share this real quick. I was just trying to give something else for like anyone who is subscribed to like paid subscription, either on Twitch or YouTube. I wanted to give them something else to like some kind of perk. And so this is what I landed on for now. Let me share my screen real quick. Is I had made this, which I don't think I've actually updated since it came out. Where did I put it at? Oh yeah, video progress. So I made like a little channel here where I just detail, but yeah, since then it has been done. This was, I mean, I updated this 3 days ago, but I try to keep up with like kind of where the current length of it is. And like, these are the reason I bring this up now is these are my steps. So I record, and I do a first cut. And like, as you can see, my footage length was pretty much exactly a day. And then my first cut, I got it down to an hour. And then I'll do a voiceover. And when I do the voiceover, I kind of piece together everything and like draw or make that storyline, like whatever, like kind of set it in stone, right? Instead of just like, I'm gonna do this, then I do this, and I do this. I like kind of try and find that story thread. And that's what I do during the voiceover. Then I add music, and then I do like kind of the quote unquote nice edits where it's like zooming in and sound effects, and add the edits, and then I animate it, or any animations I need. So like right now that's overlays. I do a lot of those like 3D overlays. But we have finished this, so I can mark this one as done. Let's see that. Is there a check mark emoji? Check. Boom. Yeah. And then we'll change the update to 19. Awesome. And then so now what I'll do is I'll just copy this all, and then like I'll make another one that's going to be for episode 9, and then I'll start it back fresh. But yeah, that's kind of my process for him. Okay. You already forgot about it. I know. I did a pretty good job of keeping up with it. I'm pretty proud. Most days that I worked on it, I did update that. But yeah. What program do you use to record? Is Bandicam still a thing? I don't know if Bandicam's still a thing. I don't personally use that. I use NVIDIA Shadowplay, I think is what it's called. It's like the pop-up here. I guess you could probably see it if I shared my screen like this instead. You might be able to. Is that? Nope, still doesn't show up. Okay, never mind. But yeah, it's like a little overlay that it comes with if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, I think. I don't know if that's the best one I'd recommend or not, but it works for me, so that's what I've used. Is the announcement worth waiting because it's almost? Oh, no. yes, it is. It's gonna be life changing, and you're not gonna be the same after it. No, I'll share it. Like I've kind of loosely dropped in the Discord a while ago, and I'll talk about it more there. But it's also like when it officially comes out, the thing that I'm doing, then everyone will be notified. Yeah, this is just like kind of first peek, I suppose. Not even peek. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much, but no. I mean, this VODs also will be up, so you can check it out there, and I'll probably try and timestamp it or something. So, but yeah, I'll also discuss in the Discord. In fact, I guess. I mean, it has been. Well, I'll say it. Yeah, we'll talk about it soon here. It's almost been an hour that I've been live. We can talk about it. Your face is now in the. That's where I like to have my. That's where I like to have my face cam. Actually, it's a new thing. I've been trying to put it right in the middle of the screen. I also use NVIDIA. Have you tried OBS? Funny enough, that is actually what you're seeing this right now through, is OBS. Now, I will say, I'm pretty techie. If I had to give myself like I know some stuff really well, and I know some stuff not at all. And I'd probably give myself like a 6 or 7 on like my techiness out of 10, if that makes sense. That being said, I'm not sure if this is the truth, but like my perception of it is that OBS, it like takes a little bit more resources than Shadowplay does. Like Shadowplay, I think is a little bit more, or the GeForce experience, I guess is what it's called now, I think is a little bit more lightweight. Like it runs more in the background than OBS does. And again, that might not be true. Definitely do your own research before signing that. I'm just not changing because it works for me right now, but that's kind of my thought. It's just so easy. I just need to click one button. I don't need to launch a program or make sure I have the right window being captured or anything, or like, I don't know, switch between my streaming one and my normal one. Like it's just one button, so it makes it super easy for me. But yeah, I have tried OBS. I think the problem that I had a while ago was my computer was like, when I tried to record some things, it would like overload it, and then what would happen is the game would start to stutter, or the recording just wouldn't even be good. And that could have been my settings and everything, but I don't know. The Shadowplay just worked better for me, so I've always done that. How many episodes do you expect there to be? That's a good question. I think under 50. Hopefully that's hopefully that's not the opposite of reassuring. But yeah, I think that was kind of the estimate that I'm landing at. What I'm trying to figure out, so this has been the struggle for me, is with the Nether, like I'm constantly trying to balance between getting these episodes out faster, but also making them like big enough, you know, like I think my vision for this series is I want each episode, like I want you to be able to go back and watch through the whole thing. Like if someone stumbled upon the series today, I'd much rather them go back to episode 1 and watch it through than like just picking up exactly where we're at now. That's kind of like the vision I guess I have for it, as opposed to like, you know, a normal Let's Play or like Hermitcraft or something, for example. Like I would assume most people who get into Hermitcraft don't go back and watch from episode 1, right? Like they just watch from wherever they are, whatever the most recent one is. So that's kind of the vision I have for that. So like I'm trying to figure out the balance between uploading episodes quickly and like doing less progress, but also making sure that they're like big enough for that, I don't know. Like the Nether right now is difficult for me because I don't want to spend like 2 months on an episode, but I also don't want there to be like 10 episodes in the Nether, which there easily could be. So that's been what I've been trying to figure out. So I think I'm just gonna, yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. I think I'm gonna prioritize getting them out quicker though. And if the series needs to be a little bit longer, but episodes come out quicker, that's probably gonna be the direction I go. So, but that will influence the number of videos for sure. Would love there to be 50 episodes. It would be pretty like, I think if I get close to that, I would have to like try and land on that, whether that meant kind of stretching out some steps of it or squeezing more into one episode. Like I think having 50 as a finale would be pretty cool, but I think that's roughly what you could expect is probably about 50 in the end. I think 20 to 40 minutes per episode is perfect for that. Yeah, I think I've been pretty happy with the time of each episode. But yeah, it's also, it's like, I feel like the time of episode also doesn't necessarily exactly correlate to like how many days I spent or how many projects I did or whatever. Like I could easily make an episode that's like 30 to 40 minutes and has half the amount of progress as another one that's 30 to 40 minutes. Yeah. So I don't know, but I am pretty happy with how they are right now. I think moving forward, maybe the Nether is a big project because it's a whole base, a whole new dimension. So I'm hoping that the next stages won't be quite as ambitious as that one is in terms of like the amount of stuff I'll have to do. Like I think looking at it, the Nether should hopefully be the longest stage that I'm in, if that makes sense. I think it will have the most episodes. What's Terracotta for? The Nether. This will be, it's mostly because I just want something to do on stream. And we are getting up to 1 hour live now. So I think we can go and talk about the announcement, which partially has to do with that. But I want things to do on stream, but then I don't want to actually record the episode on stream because I don't want to spoil anything. And I also want to put my full focus into making sure the recording is good instead of like making sure stream is good and recording is good. But yeah, let's go and talk about the announcement. Dun dun dun. I don't have anything. Dude, Sumo, dude. Sumo, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Sumo. Welcome in, Sumogs. Sumog GGs and the Sumog chat. Welcome in, Sumog Army. Guys, that was the stream. Wait, one? Okay, can someone fill me in? Sumo, you usually stream from noon to 4 on twitch.tv/SumoGGs. Why in the morning? Why in the morning and why end at 1? Someone needs to fill me in. But welcome in all of the Sumo chatters. We got Gold, we got Levi, Colton, Swinna, what's good? Brad, welcome in. Well, Brad, you were also here before, but Funny Face was, and maybe the others were too. I'm sorry if I missed you. Sumo, dude, how's resource gathering going? It's going well. Going well. TTV, Mason number 2, how you doing? HQ HUD, what's good? Sumo was doing a Duolingo stream. Yo, okay. I heard a little bit of the lore last time that there was someone who's like, I don't know how Duolingo works, but they were in your group and they were going like pretty crazy with it. Did you beat them? Is that what today was? You had to get more points than they had? Oh, this is nice that I'm getting sticks from this as well. All right, let's go dump this in the llamas. But yeah, it's going well. It's going well. In fact, you guys came in just in time because I had a little bit of an announcement that I was just about to talk about. Literally, like I said announcement, dun, 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 and then you came in and I got sidetracked. So yeah, the announcement is... Oh wait, I tried to stop my music, but I don't have it. A limited progression server. Yeah, it is. So right now, I've been in the process of developing a plugin, and I tried to get some quotes for it, and between people like either not being available or being too expensive, I decided it's best for me to just make it myself. So kind of while working on the last episode, I've been also working on this plugin, and what it does is it enforces each stage's rules, right? So it will make it so you can't enter structures before you should be able to, or you can't get items you can beforehand, or you can't enter dimensions, or mobs don't spawn that are for certain things. Like I'm trying to keep the game as vanilla as possible while also enforcing this rule set. And it's far enough along now that I feel comfortable it's gonna happen. So which is why I'm sharing it. I don't have a date though. I don't have a date. I would hope sometime in the next month or two. I'd be very happy if it came out the next month. But what it means is I would have to like kind of slow down the next video to like finish this plugin, because it is taking a bit of work and I know it'll take a bit more. But yes, that is the announcement, is I'm in the process of working on a server. So yeah, and the thought with the server is it would allow me to stream more frequently, because then I would have something to stream and I could actually get a schedule together and it could be kind of a fun thing. So that's like honestly the big reason that I kind of decided on doing this, was so that I can have something to stream, but then also so that as a community we kind of have a place to connect over. So I think it'll be a lot of fun though. And what's gonna happen is it will start in the wood age, and then I think I'll probably do like a month in each age until it catches up to the videos. And then once it catches up to wherever I'm at in the videos, then it will move with them. So like, you know, when I upgrade in the video, then the server will upgrade as well. But yeah, that's the thought. And I would also love to hear you guys' feedback. If you have any thoughts or like questions or opinions on certain blocks or things that should be allowed or not allowed at different stages, or how that should work, I'm definitely open to all of it, because I want to make sure it is the best server it can be. And that will definitely, I mean, it's for you guys. So like, I want to be able to make it as best I can. But yeah, an SMP, yes, Blind, an SMP. Could you host a Realms one day for Discord people? So this is essentially that instead. Like, I don't think I'd ever do a Realm. But yeah, this one, so I'll tell you some of the things that I'm pretty positive on right now. Again, I also want to, anything I'm saying right now, don't point at it later if I change it and say like, you said it had to be like this, or you said it was gonna be like, no, everything could change. Everything could change, but I'll tell you kind of what I'm thinking right now. Is it's going to be crossplay, so Bedrock and Java, and I do think I want to make it a sub server. And the reason for that, so sub either on Twitch, YouTube, and maybe Patreon, if I can figure out how to get that to work. I think I want to make it sub server to make sure that it's not overflowing with players, but then also the players who are on it are going to like be a little bit more committed to the world and not like, I'm not going to hopefully have to do as much grief rollback and that kind of thing, but. Good, sorry, but not worth waiting. Compromising, I'm compromising my sleep. I'm sorry. Yes, of course. Go get your sleep. Also, I did not pause my music. But yeah, it's been, yeah, I guess, as Verdant has said, hopefully it was worth joining to hear that, and hopefully that is as exciting for you guys as it is for me, because this has been a project that I've been working on. I did talk a little bit about it last stream, like the thought of like maybe doing it. Like I've been working on it and looking into this kind of thing for a while, but I'm actually getting to a point now where it's very close, and it's been exciting for me. So I hope it has been for you, or hope it will be for you as well. Please don't make it possible for anything made out of redstone, because you got some from the jungle temple. Please don't make it possible for anything made out of redstone. Okay. You mean you shouldn't be able to loot things? Because I think I do want to make sure that the server is as close to the video series as I can make it, right? Like I don't want there to be weird rules that are only on the server that aren't on the video series as well. But that is something that I've been like kind of torn on, because obviously we're gonna have more players than just one. And so, yeah, I mean, I think the reason I did that is because I think that the minecart stage is just better when you have the ability to loot things, because otherwise like you unlock minecarts, but really only minecarts and none of their functionality stuff. Yeah, so that was why I'd originally done that, was to kind of give a way to get redstone that seems fair and like a clear rule before redstone. But that is gonna be tough. One thing that I'm looking into right now, and I'm having a little bit of issues with my plugin development working with this, but I'm sure I can figure it out, is there's a plugin called Lootin, which is similar to the Looter mod. And what it does is it makes it so that all chests have a player specific, or all lootable chests, like naturally spawning chests, have a player specific inventory, which means like if you go to a jungle temple and you loot the things in the jungle temple, aside from like redstone things, of course, or like a desert temple, then another player could come along and then also loot those chests. with the one drawback of them not being breakable without certain permissions. But I think if there was ever like a ruined portal that spawned with a chest and like someone's really dead set on building there, like I could easily just as a mod break that. But that would be the idea, so that everyone can be able to loot stuff in the same way, and it's not just like first come, get the actual experience, and everyone else is kind of left high and dry. But yeah, that's kind of so crossplay, subserver, looter mod, custom plugin. I think that's the main things that I was wanting to hit on. Oops. But yeah, you get a chunk claiming mod to prevent people from being able to grief. That is one way to go. That is one way to go. I don't know. So I have run a couple servers. For those who don't know, I have run a couple servers in the past on Twitch, the Nut SMP, and it was a lot of fun. Very fondly remember those days. But the way that I always like to run them was more like not claim plugin. Like it's more manually moderated, right? Like we kind of have rules that like, you don't build on where someone else is building. Like you can build next to them, but you can't build on that. And I think it makes it simpler for people who like I know some claiming mods can be difficult to understand. Like they're not super complicated, but like I want it to be as close to vanilla as possible. And I think we can do that with just like simple rules and like some manual moderation, which should be fine. It's worked in the past. It's worked in the past, and I think it should still work. And so that's kind of the direction I'd like to take that. Bye Nuts, signing off. Love you the most. Keep churning videos and entertaining. Verdant, appreciate you. I think I said Verdant both times now. Verdant. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do you use coal during wood age? Yes. Ooh, that's actually like these kind of things are kind of divisive because like, so I'm playing through this for the first time. And also that's part of the reason that like I don't want to say that the rules are what I've planned out. I don't want to necessarily say that those goals or those rules are going to be set in stone, is because I'm kind of playing through it right now and figuring out what makes the most sense to do in terms of what's balanced, what like makes the most sense for that stage, whatever, what you kind of need to do in that stage. But one of the divisive ones has been coal. Now, my thought was that you can mine coal with a wooden pickaxe. So like you should be able to, but then also you can get it from shipwrecks and you can get it from campfires in spruce villages. Like there are ways to get it without that. And then using campfires, you can duplicate it. So I don't know. That's one that I've been back and forth on, like for the purposes of this server, like if I just allow coal mining, which is kind of what I'm leaning towards, versus not allowing coal mining. And instead you have to get it kind of the more grindy route. Because I feel like lighting's such a core part, and like I want each stage to be about enjoying that stage as most as possible. And sometimes that means grindy, but other times it's a little too grindy. So I think it's a matter of balancing that. Stone. Okay, silverfish, you think stone equals coal. Please help. Chat is wanting me to spend money. Yes, you do immediately spend money, Maddie. Immediately. We need chat overlay back. I can't see what YouTube is saying. Yeah, sorry. I'll have to figure that out because right now it's just not working. The multi-chat plugin I have, I'm sure it's a very simple fix, but it's just not working. I wonder, can I like refresh it? I don't know. It worked last time, but it is not working this time. So I'm sure there's a very simple thing that I did not do that I need to do. But yeah, I'll get chat back on for next stream. So you're kind of doing test runs right now to properly balance things. Well, that's kind of what this whole playthrough is. I also will do some play testing on the plugin that I'm making to have people try and break it the best they can, and then I can fix it. Because I know that once you toss it out into the wild, once it starts actually working, people are going to do all kinds of things that you didn't expect, whether they're trying to get around rules or not. So I think I'll definitely have to do some play testing on that. But yes, like in terms of like the rules for like limited progression, and also I should say, definitely feel free to make your own rules. If you don't like the way something is, like play your own world the way you want to. Absolutely. I think that's a lot of fun. And if you think it is better, like definitely share it. I'm always down to make the series, or make the rules as good as possible. But yeah, that is kind of what this playthrough is getting the rule set together and figuring out how it works. What are you gonna do after the last phase? That's gonna be a little while from now. So I think I'll wait till I get there. I do have ideas. I do have some ideas, but I'll wait till I get there to say anything. 'Cause, yeah. I don't know exactly. I don't know. I might come up with something better, and I don't wanna say anything yet on it. Will individuals have individual? Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so yes, that is one way I could have gone, is that when you join the server, you start wood age, and then you have to progress from there. But I think the way that I'd like to do it is a server-wide, like as a server, we progress to the next age. So you can join late, and you might join at a later stage, but you can still like play through the wood age if you want to, like kind of your own personally enforced one. But the server is going to be server enforced. And one of the big reasons for that is because there isn't a great way of tracking. Like, for example, one of the goals is make a starter house. Make a starter house, make a farm. There's not a good way of tracking, like with a plugin, right? Like when someone's made their first starter house. Like that's not something that you can just code, at least easily. I'm sure there are very, very complicated ways maybe of like using AI to like determine if it is a starter house or something. I don't know. But yeah, I want to make it a server-wide thing. And the other reason is because I think that some people probably still would progress a lot faster than like the idea of it. You know, like I can see some people within the first week or month like being already in game, even with like the added like goals of things. So I think I want everyone to be on the same stage, and I think it's more fun if as a server we go through it together. Now, one idea I've had that I think could be a lot of fun is like we kind of have designated areas, almost like we make like a wood city where everyone who's in the wood age, like you can come build in the wood city. And then once we get to the like stone age, then like we kind of set up a new little area for like that. You know, I think that could be fun. I mean, ultimately I want people to have freedom to do whatever they want, but it would be fun if we kind of had these like a wooden city where, you know, everyone builds without their wood of choice, and we make all the wooden things and farm things and all that. Oh, that's the other reason is I think things like farms and pets, well, maybe not pets as much, but farms should be communal, because I don't want every single player on the server to have like 20 to 30 sheep or 20 to 30 cows, whatever, because that gets very, very laggy on the server, and like we just don't need that. So I think having communal farms would be better, but then that also means like technically the individual goals are slightly different. But yeah, as a server we would progress. That would be the thought. Meiji, oh my God. Hello, yo Meji, how you doing? Welcome in. I need to go to sleep. Have fun on your stream. AK, appreciate you stopping by. Get some Z's. I think it makes more sense to have people use charcoal during the wood age. The thing is though, I guess, yeah. The thing is you can't like make charcoal in any way that's not grindy, right? Like you can't just like use a furnace, because furnace is stone age. So if you're using charcoal in the wood age, that means that you found like the only way to duplicate charcoal, I guess, is to make campfires and then break the campfires. And that just seems like a lot of work, but I don't know, maybe if enough people, maybe we'll do a vote on it. You know, maybe I can make a channel on the Discord and just have polls for like these divisive things. Another one is emeralds. Should you be able to have like obtain emeralds before the trading age? Because there is gonna be an age that's focused on villagers, but should you be able to get emeralds before that? Like right now, I think the way I have it set up is yes, you just can't actually use them until then. But like, should you? Should that be something that you have to wait until the emerald age, in the same way you gotta wait for diamonds until the diamond age, even though you can't use them? Mob stacker mod, yeah, I'll probably look into some mods that like I know I've used ones before where it just pretty much disables animal AI when they're in big groups, or like when they're in fenced in or something. I think that's a good way of going about it, right? Is just yeah, using other plugins to help manage stuff. But I think like having a limit on pets is also probably going to be important, because you know, pets are another, like horses and parrots and dogs and cats. If everyone has a lot of those, then that just, it makes the server laggy. So unfortunately, that is just something I don't think that I can have free reign on. So there will be some sacrifices like that we'll have to make as a server, but I think it'll still be fun. I think that, yeah, it still can be fun. Someone on Discord asked if maybe you could do a rotten flesh food only challenge. In what way? Like, I start a new world and I can only eat rotten flesh? Or just until I get through all these chests in the nether? Simply Bloom, what's good? Welcome in. What about furnaces in village for wood age? So, that is true. I guess, yeah, that's another thing. Is so right now the way I have it set up is the blocks, you can still break them, but they just don't drop anything. So like you can break iron ore before it, but it won't drop anything. And the reason for that is because I want you to still be able to terraform. You know, you can still remove the blocks, but you just won't get the stuff for it. And that goes with those two. So like furnaces, if you break those before the Stone Age, then you want to get them. But I guess, should you be able to use things like, should you be able to use a furnace before the Stone Age? Should you be able to use a smithing template upgrade, right? Like the tool, what do you call them? What's this? Is smithing table? Is that the word for it? Because technically that takes iron to make that table. Like, should you be able to use that before the Iron Age? You know, I don't know. There's some stuff that still definitely got to figure out, and I think I'll go whatever the majority of people want. Yeah, just trying to make it a fun balance between grindy and like keep it difficult, but not like too difficult, you know? Kitty will be the exception to that rule, though. Oh, with the amount of pets that Kitty will have. Yeah. FYI, it's against Twitch's TOS to show chat from multiple platforms on your Twitch stream simultaneously. What are they going to do about it? Dan Clancy, what you going to do about it? What you going to do about it? No, I think, you know, so when it comes to TOS, that's kind of something that I'm not going to, this is not legal advice. Pretty much what TOS does is it gives them permission to like take you down on those grounds, but they don't always enforce it. And I think this is one of the more looser enforced things. I think technically the language is that you can't use like graphics or like I can't use a YouTube sub badge or YouTube like alerts or something on Twitch. Like I can't have an alert or pop up or some digital footprint thing on the screen that shows it's from YouTube. So like the way that I had it before is there's just red chats underneath the screen. It doesn't have a YouTube icon. It's just like a red name underneath the stream and then purple for Twitch. Sorry if I hit the mic there. And so technically, in my understanding, that's like not TOS because that chat could be from anywhere. You don't know where that's coming from. But yeah, I think that's something that like, you know, maybe they'll go through a wave of enforcing it and I can eat that temp ban or whatever one day or perma on Twitch if need be. But I think for me, it's something that, like, obviously if there was ever like a problem with it and I got reached out to or like some kind of ban, like I would respect that. But I think that's one that I'm gonna be a bit of a bad boy. I'm gonna break that. You guys know another interesting TOS thing that I think a lot of people don't know is that on Minecraft, so Minecraft's terms of service is you can't have any Minecraft content, like videos, that are behind a paywall. It says like in no uncertain terms in their end user license agreement that all Minecraft content has to be free to watch. And that's specifically all Minecraft like videos, Let's Plays, live streams, all have to be free to watch. Now I think that's in there for the sake of stopping people from like going to Netflix, right? And posting their live streams with Netflix or Amazon Prime, whatever. But technically you can't post like Patreon Minecraft videos. Now, if you develop something like a mod or a plugin, that's different. That's not a video, but like all gameplay needs to be free to view. So kind of an interesting, I mean, again, it's one of those things that I doubt they'll enforce very often. It's not something I plan on doing, but it's not something that they enforce very often, but it kind of gives them the right to enforce that if they ever need to. Why are you mining these blocks, by the way? I just need terracotta. I go through, I think most of the buildings in the Nether are going to be terracotta. So I figured that'd be a good thing to do for stream because we can chat. It's easy for me to just do while I'm chatting with you guys. But yeah, we'll need it for the Nether. This is the short answer. Just wanted to share an idea. Visit your subscribers' worlds. You could get some inspiration. You know, it's funny you say that. I really would like to do that. How many of you guys would have a world that you would be able to share, like, and I would keep the IP secret, right? Or the realm secret, obviously. Like, I'm not going to leak it. But if I open that up of like touring, like we did a stream where I toured some of your guys' worlds, how many of you would have one like ready to go, like a realm or something, or a server with friends, whatever, that like I could join without having to like download the world and go through it that way? Because maybe I could also post like some kind of submission form in the Discord, because I do think that'd be a lot of fun. I would love to get some tours of what you guys are building. SYBAU. Thank you a million. Thank you. I miss playing Minecraft so much, but my tablet won't let you open it anymore. Wow, okay. Interesting. I wonder, is it a storage issue? Maybe it's, you got too many things on there? I don't know. I've never heard that before. Do you play Bedrock? I haven't. Although I do want a reason to. I don't want to just do a series where it's like playing Minecraft, but it's Bedrock. But like, I would love to do some kind of Bedrock series. Because I think I want to know more about that side of the game. But yeah, no, right now I don't. The only times I really ever play Bedrock is when I am getting the limited time capes. You know, when they drop the cape challenges. I always like going and getting all those. Realm Tour would have to be on Bedrock? Yeah, totally. I could totally do Bedrock for that. Yeah. I have a Bedrock account. I could log into it. Absolutely. Although I don't know how the cosmetics and stuff work on that. Can I get this skin in Bedrock? Is that possible? Or do I need to like pretty much make it with what they give you? I got one, but you would have to download the mod pack for it. Yeah, I'd probably be staying vanilla if I did that. I only have a bed. Yeah, I could totally do Bedrock. If anyone's on Bedrock. You should play better on Bedrock. Wait, you should play better on Bedrock if you're gonna play on it. Are you saying like if I played Bedrock, it's like it runs smoother and so I'd play better? Or you're saying if you ever try Bedrock, that's a threat. You need to play better. I have a Grimace egg skin on Bedrock. Matilda, thank you for sharing. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you, Matilda. Bedrock is good for multiplayer. Yeah. You know, it is funny. Like, Bedrock is, I think maybe people don't know this, is that, like, if you think Minecraft, right? We're on Java. Java Edition Minecraft is not very performant. You know, there's a lot of things that, like, it just doesn't do very well. And, like, you need to rely on things like Optifine or Iris and Sodium or, like, things like that to make the game run smoother because you really can't load too many chunks before it starts to get laggy. Like, Java's just laggier, right? So you think, number one selling game of all time. You think that maybe they could just rewrite it in something like C++ or some way that like makes the game smoother and makes it work better and all that. But that's exactly what they did, and that's what Bedrock is. You know, it's like a cross-platform, much smoother Minecraft experience, but then the downside is they changed some core parts of the game. Like there's enough differences between Bedrock and Java that like, you know, a Java player would be confused by some of the Bedrock rules. And I think that's probably the main reason a lot of people prefer Java. And then of course you're dealing with the Microsoft, like their marketplace and all that, which is a downside, I think, for a lot of people. But the main one is just its difference between Java and Bedrock. Like if they were the exact same game, I think so many people would abandon Java immediately. And modding sport. Modding sport's another big one, right? But yeah. Yeah, so if you didn't know that, that is what Bedrock is supposed to be. And I think that's why they push Bedrock so much, is it's supposed to be like the better, smoother, like, it's supposed to be the main version of Minecraft. We have emotes here. I am kind of jealous of the emotes, to be honest. I know there's mods that would probably do it on Java, but it's not the same. I think emotes, I do wish we had on Java. Serbini, what's good? Welcome in. You're welcome. You can upload your skin when there's a Grimace egg. Why would you? Good call. I will not upload my skin because there is a Grimace egg apparently on Bedrock Edition. This is the only Minecraft series that I look forward to these days. Dude, thank you. You uploaded just as I was starting dinner. That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that you've been enjoying it. I hope you guys have been enjoying the recent episodes as much as the first ones. Because I know, like, for me, the first episode is like still probably my favorite. Like I think it's super cool that it was all in the same episode and like it felt like that was like a perfectly balanced episode for me. Like I was very, very proud. I think it's still my best episode. But I hope that the newer ones still kind of hold up to that same feeling. I've been trying to watch back through some of the old ones and make sure I'm not like getting into rhythm and kind of slowly straying from it. And I think part of the reason for me thinking like that right now is that this stage is taking so long, and like I hate that like when that scoreboard pops up and I only get like one tick on it the whole episode. Like I don't like that. You know, ideally I would have every episode be one stage. I mean, the intro literally says it's like, where each episode I unlock a new material. or whatever. So I don't know. I hope the new ones have been as good as the old ones. I am actively trying to keep it up. Keep it up with that. Second episode of my favorite. Okay. How do I get you to join my world? Yeah, let's, I'll see. So join the Discord for now. I don't have anything set up right now, but probably what I'll do is I'll make some kind of form that people can submit to, I'll make some kind of form that you can submit to, like, I don't know, like, yeah, you just, how you're gonna share your world, whatever. I don't know exactly what would be on it, but if you have the ability to put yours on a realm, or it is already on a realm or a server or something, but Bedrock or Java, that I would be able to easily join, then if I get enough of those, I'd love to do a stream where we just go through and everyone gives me a tour of like what they've been doing, because I think it's really cool seeing what everyone builds. Go to sleep, I'll take over. Thank you, Q. Thank you. Another clickbait. I did it. If you're talking about this stream, this stream, my original title I typed out, I said, I have an announcement, ... I said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not dealing with people asking about that announcement all stream. But yeah. And for anyone who missed the announcement, I'm doing a server, a limited progression server where anyone's gonna be able to join, and it will be an enforced rule set, and it's gonna be all cool custom experience. So, but yeah, I love me some good clickbait. Go to Europe to watch him. Oh, it's 4:30 a.m. Oh, geez, okay. Well, appreciate you staying up. You get some sleep. I'll maybe try and stream. You know what's funny? And go to sleep. I'm starting a new thread, a new conversation. But what's funny is, like, for me, my ideal streaming time would be like 6 a.m. I would love to just stream at like 6 a.m. because, like, I think that I'd like to start my day with it. But for me, that's like so many people in North America, which I would assume is probably the primary audience for the stream, is just not awake. People who'd be watching a Minecraft stream are probably they're hunk me-in. But yeah, I would love to stream in the mornings like that. Maybe I will sometime. Maybe we'll give it a test run. That would be a good time for me. Yeah. I guess it would also serve other parts of the world. Which country are you from? I am from US of A. What new build are we stacking materials for? Something in the Nether. I don't have a specific thing for what I'm going to be building, but I've realized that a lot of my a lot of the builds in the city in the Nether are probably going to be diorite and terracotta. I think that will kind of be the look of the Nether. So this way I can stream and talk to you guys, and then when it comes to actually recording the episode, I don't need to take a bunch of time to sit here quietly and do this. But yeah. Guys, serious debate. Honk me, or honk shoe? I'm a honk me guy. No, I go both ways. Honk me, or honk shoe. Title's clickbait because the announcement has already been announced. My bad, yes. Apology video next. I love the builds in each age, so it's much more fun than just collecting items and milestones. Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I think I've like some of the stages probably are going to be a little bit more exploration or experience driven, right? Like the trials, for example. I'd love to come up with a build for the trials, and maybe I still can, but I don't really know exactly what the trial stage, for example, is going to hold. But I'd like to try and balance each one with a good amount of building, exploring, and experience other things. So I'm in UK. Well, hello to you. Around 2:30 here, 2:30 in the AM. Honk shoe. Do you think it'll take how many episodes to reach an elytra? Well, I did put that on the, I think the elytra I put as the second to last episode. I think the way I have it set up is the end of the series is going to be the end. So that's going to be finding Stronghold, defeating Dragon, and that. And then there's going to be a post-end stage, which is like outer end islands, because I think Shulkers and elytra are a big enough jump. But maybe that will be condensed into one. I don't know. By the time I get there, maybe I'll be so done with it, I'll finish it there. Oh, I think it was raining. The fog, I have a mod that turns off the fog, but I have a different set. I didn't ever set the rain one. And since I'm in a desert, we didn't get any rain, but it looked really foggy there. And I think it was because it was raining. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe like 30. Maybe like 30. think that's a good estimate. 30 to 40 for Elytra. Twit longer right now, yeah. That would be hard on us US Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know, right now I don't have a schedule anyway, so I mean, anything's better than nothing, but I think that I would like to be able to start my day with streaming. I think that'd be a fun way to like, then I could like go from streaming and like immediately have all the energy to like record. Cause I'm all amped up from streaming. But for now, I'll probably keep it around here whenever I do. Hi from Louisiana, by the way. Staying away from the heat outside. I know it's been a scorcher. I don't say that. I don't know why I said that, but it has been. It's been hot. It's funny seeing Curryway's second corrupted portal speedrun. Oh, I haven't seen it. Dang, he's gotten 2. He does a lot. I'm not super up to date on the speedrunning scene, but I feel like was Curryway the one, or Curryway? Was he the one who did like some crazy like? He had a video where he had like a milestone number of speedruns, or like he did a speedrun, like 100 speedruns a day or something like that, right? He's just done a ridiculous amount, if I remember right. How much terracotta do you have? Not enough. I go through this stuff so fast. I love terracotta. Right now though, I've got a couple llamas full. That's the US measurement is llamas. We don't do blocks here. We do llamas because it's less convenient. Why didn't you use your shield in the offhand? Are you saying for right now or for something that happened in the episode? Because if so, I just don't. I think I move around so much in my inventory between like having this here or having my cross, or having my normal fishing rod, or like other things in my offhand that like I just never think to like switch back to something like a shield until I'm actually actively in danger, then I'm not fast enough to do it. But I also, to be fair, I don't think it would have saved me. It could have saved another Minecraft player, but not me. I'm too far gone. For right now, oh yeah, you're all good. I don't have a shield right now because, oh, actually I do have a shield. No, I just didn't have one because not fighting any guys right now. Not fighting any bad guys at the moment. Also, if you guys don't have it, I'd highly recommend. I guess I did technically modify this resource pack a little bit, but this one, or just a texture pack that like lowers your shield. So nice. So nice not having the shield take up like half your screen. But yeah, mostly I didn't have it right now because I'm not really fighting bad guys. I'm sleeping through the nights. On a lunch break from a class, I had to choose between watching your video and live stream. Well, okay, I'll say this. First of all, welcome in. I'm glad, happy to see you, but I'm glad that I was both choices. But both will be available after. So if you would like to watch the stream at a later date, it will be up on the live tab of my channel. Or if you'd like to watch the YouTube video at a later date, it will still be up. God willing. Do you only need orange terracotta, or you just like to mine them? So we tested this earlier, and you cannot dye an already dyed terracotta. You can only dye the regular terracotta. Like orange terracotta, for example, is I think that stuff right there, and I can't dye that because it's already dyed. So I like to get all the undyed stuff. That way I can turn it into whatever I need. Now, if I do a build in the future, what color is this? Light gray. Light gray takes bones and ink sacs. Ink sacs are kind of a pain. It could be worth it to mine up some of this if I'm gonna dye it that color anyway, because then I wouldn't have to also get all the resources for dyes. But yeah, I'm just mining this stuff because then I can dye it into whatever I want later. Which age will you explore the deep dark? Maybe you could do it as the last episode of Age. So originally when I was outlining the series, I did put it towards the very end. But it's actually gonna be in the diamond stage because most of the loot goes with diamond stuff. It is overworld, and the warden, although it's difficult to kill, is not meant to be killed. It's supposed to be more of a stealth thing anyway. So I think the way it fits into the game is in the diamond age. I think that's when you're supposed to encounter it. So it will be for diamonds. Do you have any tips for making YouTube videos? Yeah, the very first one is do it. It's very, very easy to think about and to plan and to, yeah, do a lot of thinking and getting tips and all that, but nothing compares to just just actually doing it. Yeah. Yep. The other thing that I would recommend is just watching other people. Be a culmination of your 5 favorite creators. You know, whoever you really like, steal what you like that they do. And what I mean by that, I don't mean put your face on their thumbnail. I mean, like, if they edit something a certain way, do that. Edit it like that. And then I think, like, you're not going to be able to come up with an original, like, no one's ever edited exactly like that before, right? Like, it's just not something you can do. And so it's better to be inspired by these creators, and in doing so, in being a culmination, in being like a combination of your 5 favorite creators, you will be your own unique creator, if that makes sense. So, you know, if I take a certain edit from here and a certain edit from here and a certain edit from here, or a certain concept from here, edit from here, whatever, and then I insert my personality and like my skills, whatever, into it, it becomes my own content. And yeah, and that also, it will help you early on. I think probably the biggest struggle a lot of people have is pacing. You'll include a lot of drawn out stuff. Just naturally, you don't realize how slow content is. Now, that's also, some people do prefer that. I understand my content is a little fast for some people. They don't like the quick edits, like where the pace mine is, right? But I think generally, like, follow an edit you like, and like literally, like, I looked at the time. So like, the intro takes up this, setting up it takes up this, actually doing the thing takes this. And I looked at the actual amount of time of ones I liked, and I tried to get it into that amount of time. Like, you know, if I spend 30 seconds on an intro, do this, because it's super easy to like spend 5 minutes setting up your exposition, doing whatever, and then not actually having started anything by the time you're, you know, 5-10 minutes into the video. It's like, it's easy to do that. So it's a constant battle to not do that. So definitely watch people who you like, how they do it, and try and recreate it. Warden is friend, not food. Will you be doing monuments or stuff with the brush, sniffer, egg, trail runes, etc.? Yeah, so monument definitely. Although I don't know where the sniffer, I think technically the sniffer would have been when I was doing archaeology sites. But yeah, definitely at some point I'll have to make a point to, like, I think you get, like, I want to collect all the collectibles, which I'm realizing now I haven't touched on those in a while, like the discs and pottery sherds and all that. At some point, especially once I like have all the, like, once I'm at a stage in the game where like all the discs I could get if I wanted to, I'll definitely have to make sure to do that. Or like once I get all the banner patterns, like if I'm at the point where I could get them all, I think I should just do that. But yeah, I don't know when. I guess a good place to fit the sniffer in, since that one's specifically in the water monuments, is probably, or water ruins, is probably going to be in the water stage, right, with the guardians and stuff. So yeah, I might do it then. That's probably a good time to work that in. Same with fishing, dude. I haven't done any fishing. And fishing is weird because it's so early game, but it is so strong. You can get some really good things from fishing. So I'll probably save that one for the water age as well. How do you stay on your same world for so long? Literally this challenge. I think that's the best, like, playing it slowly and like actually savoring every stage of the game is such an easy way to enjoy it for so long. Yeah. Now, I do know some people play on, you know, their hardcore worlds or their survival worlds. Like, I know Linksy's a big one that he's got. If you don't follow me, I know he's very active on Twitch. He streams like 8 hours a day of like hardcore. That's one I don't understand, dude. I don't think I actually could play like in game, just like building new things like that long. I don't know. Some people are able to though. But yeah, for me, it's definitely by stretching out the in-game progression. Beacon is netherite stage. Yep. Totally agree. How do you go from custom keyboards to Minecraft? You know, it's funny. I really want to make a channel that's a separate one that is the whole niche. Instead of being Minecraft and gaming, the niche would be making things, because I have to cut back on hobbies right now because this takes a lot of work. But okay, I did it again. But yeah, I really just like making things. And so I think it'd be really fun to have a channel that's like either woodworking or coding or maybe even baking or like sewing or something. I don't know. It's fun to make things. But Minecraft was what worked on the channel. So we have transitioned from making keyboards to building homes and farms and things in Minecraft. Yo, Jules, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Welcome in with the Prime too. I'm honored. I'm honored. Mayhaps I'll try to get my mans to play the limited progression server with me. Apart from he doesn't know much about Minecraft, so that would be frustrating, for sure, for sure. Well, absolutely, get him in on it. Get him in on it. It used to be a started channel. You know what actually the start of my channel was? And maybe we'll have to watch back through some of these videos sometime. I have them all privated now, but I came from the Call of Duty scene. I was a big COD player, and I have since cut that out of my life, mostly because the cycle of buying a new game every year and then that game just becoming obsolete after I was not a fan of, and I was sinking so many hours into it. But I used to play a lot of Call of Duty. That was what this channel originally was. In fact, my first stream was Modern Warfare 2. Tried to become a YouTuber once and decided to start with Dragon Age Origins, basically all scenes until Flothering, a city game. Our important first video was like 3 hours long. Yeah, okay. I mean, again, that's the best way though. Like, I don't think any creator actually starts as a good creator. Oh, sorry. I don't feel like anyone's first video is truly like, you could kind of get lucky, or maybe not lucky, but like you could definitely stumble upon a really good idea. And even if you don't, like, that is another thing. Idea is paramount to anything. You can have the world's best edited video, but if the idea or just like the concept behind it isn't super exciting, or super clickable, super whatever, not impactful, like it just doesn't, it's not gonna do as well. Ideation is first and foremost the most important thing. But I don't know, how do I get into this tangent? Oh yeah, no, yeah. But Dragon Age Origins, that sounds pretty cool. Origins, so that's like you are like part dragon, right? How do you choose your music for the videos? You know, for a while it was a pain because I was figuring out my music library, right? Like I was figuring out like what songs I like and where to use them, and like that's something I'm still not very good at. Something I'm still figuring out is music, because it's really easy to toss something like here, wait. Like try and find a part in a video that this song, let me find it here. If you recognize this song, it is Sneaky Snitch by Kevin McLeod, of course. Try and find a video where this song does not work, because it is so difficult. And the reason I say that is because this kind of music, like this very pizzicato, like plucky stuff, is super easy to put behind videos. It'd be very easy to make a whole video where it's just this kind of music, right? And that is what a lot of the songs I have saved are, is like a very pizzicato, like a sneaky sound. But what's difficult, I found, for me at least, is trying to put more upbeat things in there, like different kinds of music. But yeah, the way I choose the music is I start by, also you guys were able to hear that, right? Always, okay, yeah, I could hear that. At first it was a more of a struggle because I had to figure it out, but now I've kind of built up a library of songs that I can use, and I kind of know when to use them. Like I've built sort of a format for this. That's why episodes are coming out a little faster now. It's because I'm getting into a rhythm of how to like edit different parts of them, and I kind of have a format for that already. But yeah, figuring out that first is tougher. And sometimes I'll still search up new songs and spend a while listening through them. But I use Epidemic Sound. I'm not sponsored, but I do link it under all my description now. And if you ever sign up using my paid link, I do get like a free month from that. So it is very helpful. But yeah, I use Epidemic Sound, and then I like to filter by, like, for example, sneaky. They have a genre or a mood that's sneaky. And there's a lot of good songs under there. And a lot of them are that very pizzicato thing. Or you could, I think doing mood first, instead of like thinking, I want this genre of song, instead you search for like, I want this mood of song, and then pick it based on that. Because a lot of times you might be surprised on like what genre works well. Like even if you don't like the song, like I don't think you should put music behind videos purely because you like the song. I think it's a lot better to pick ones that fit the feel of it. Do you play an instrument? Yeah, I play guitar. I used to be a lot more musical than I am now. My guitar is very, very casual now. Very few and far in between when it comes to just sitting down and playing. But yeah, I played like the orchestral bass in high school, and I hesitate to say this, but I was like in a band, but it was like a thing where like I take lessons through this place, and then that place teaches drum lessons, they teach keyboard lessons, they teach guitar lessons, bass lessons, they teach all kinds of lessons. And then once you like graduate, so to speak, that like this certain stage, then they like put you in a band. And so like I was in one of those, where it was like a very coordinated and orchestrated band. But yeah, bass and guitar mostly, but bass it's been a long time since I've even touched one of those. So I don't know if I still got it, but guitar, I'm all right. Maps don't work in the Nether. I think they do, right? They don't? Oh, you know, I saw a short today that was super interesting, or maybe yesterday, that in Java Edition, if you have an overworld map and you go into the Nether, your coordinate doesn't update. Like your arrow on the map, it just is wherever it was at. But on Bedrock Edition, when you go into the world, like if you have a world map and you go into the Nether, it will update with wherever you're at in the overworld, which is like kind of actually useful. And you can see how fast you're moving because it's like 8 blocks difference, you know? Whenever you take like a small step in the Nether, you can see how much it shifts in the overworld. It's kind of cool. But I'm pretty sure you can create a map in the Nether. I know you can in the end. In fact, that's how you get transparent maps, which maybe I'll have to experiment with at some point. It's like you can make a map art that's like doesn't take up the full square by building it over the void. How old are you? He's okay. Thank you, Derry. He's ancient. Yeah, you know what's funny? So my birthday's coming up, but like I've been saying I'm 25 and I feel like I'm 25, but I'm 24 right now. But like in my mind, I've been 25 for a while. But yeah, no, I'm 24. I'm a 2000s baby, so whatever the year is, if it's past the middle of the year, then I am that age. It's an easy way to remember it. I use Premiere to edit. What do you use to edit? I use Premiere. It's an awesome game. Oh, awesome game. 4-game series, and for Origins, you can choose between Elf, City, or Dalish, Human, Noble, or Dwarf, Common, or Noble, and you basically play to save the world. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. Yeah, I need to branch out more in the games I play. There's so many cool games out there. Pushing 30, okay. Let's relax a little bit with that now. Let's relax a little bit with the pushing 30 dead rose emoji. I'm gonna have a SpongeBob cake. Oh, it is my SpongeBob birthday. I forgot about that. It is a SpongeBob birthday. You know, yeah. You play guitar too? Yeah, I do. Oh, also ukulele. I'm a big fan of ukuleles. In fact, actually, I used to make instruments. Like, and I say that because, or I hesitate to say that because I never really made many instruments that like look the way you think they would. Like, I made a lot of cigar box guitars is what they're called, where you use like a cigar box and make like a guitar out of that. I did make some ukuleles that were actually like wooden, but I almost enjoy making instruments more than I do playing them. Like, it's a lot of fun to build instruments. But yeah, I haven't done that in a while. Do you play Clash of Clans? I have not since probably like 7th grade for me. I remember I got it over the summer, probably when it was, I don't know if it was when it first came out, but when it was first popping off, at least. And I remember I played it for that summer, and then I really haven't played it since. It is a super cool game. Like, I like that game. Every time I see it, it's like, I think it scratches my brain in the right way, right? Like, opening up the map, like, it gives you the happy chemicals in your brain for sure. Or for me, it does. But I don't know. I don't play it. I've also heard that Clash Royale is a pretty good one. Also, how much iron? Okay, we got plenty of iron still. All good. You know, I'm realizing I never did actually, I bred up some more of these 5-slot llamas, but I never actually did convert my regular caravan to that. Maybe I'll have to do that at some point. Nuts and donuts, these don't go together? Yes, they do. Donut. I feel like I gotta explain this one a lot. Or maybe people know that and they're just saying like, it's a stretch to say dough, like dough nuts, and then use donuts as the imagery, but like, yeah. Do nuts really not go with donuts? I think they do. I mean, it's dough. What would donuts be without nuts? Dough? Dude, one hoop, thank you for the 10. I would enjoy your limited progression series for the creativity alone, but I'm blown away by the editing and animation. So talented. Dude, that's so kind. I really appreciate that. Thank you, man, for going even a step beyond just like sharing that, but like with the donut, like, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. You are too kind to me. I have, you know what? I was thinking about it earlier. I did that map for episode 2, and it was my plan to reuse that map more. Like whenever I was like going somewhere else in the world to like reuse that map, but I haven't updated it in a while. And it's also like, it is a whole other process, but I need to use that more. I think I'll need to start working that back into videos. In fact, actually, and you can heat check me on this, I guess, when the next one comes out, but I think I'll have a reason to use it on this next episode. Maybe I'll have to do that. When I originally made that map, I didn't use the seed finder. You know, I didn't like go online and like look up the seed and like make it off that. I was gonna make a whole point in my video about like exploring it like an explorer, right? And like I used the videos, like I watched back the videos and kind of tried to draw it based on that. Like, you know, I'm like, okay, I know that the spruce is here, and like when I ran around it, like that spruce biome's here and there's an ocean on this side, and kind of like getting a rough feel for what it looks like. And like I know that the north or south of my world, whichever way this is, north, yeah, is very desert. And so I was like, I kind of want to play that up, even if there's some other biomes sprinkled in there, like the north is the big desert. And so I did it like that, but that was like way too much more work than what it was worth. And I ended up even kind of cutting the segment where I was talking about that. So I don't know, maybe I'll rework the map where it's more accurate using like a seed finder thing to like get the exact biome layouts. That's so sad to not know the amazing taste of donut. I've never eaten donuts. That is so sad. Someone get Razine a donut pronto. What's your guys' favorite kind? If you had to pick your favorite, it's a tough one for me. I think on looks, obviously the pink sprinkle, but I don't think like a strawberry, like pink sprinkle is actually my favorite flavor. I've always been a big fan of like the cream or jelly donuts. I love those ones. Or like maple. Maple ones are really solid. Yeah. I don't have donuts very often though. Donuts overrated? Wow. Well, there are peanut flavored donuts. I've just watched your new episode. It was awesome. Thank you so much. Your art is so comfortable and beautiful. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Do you ever care about ethics while playing Minecraft? Like not killing animals, treating villagers more humanely, finding it adds a very fun challenge to my gameplay. You know, I have thought about it, and it's not necessarily, I'm not approaching it from that direction. I mean, again, like small spoiler is I take a happy gas back to the Nether, and in the world of Minecraft, that's not very ethical, right? Like to, I think I left my crafting table over here. It's not very ethical, right? To take it back in there. I think for me, I'm not looking at it as much from the ethical perspective, more as I am from like the immersive perspective. I think my goal is to make the world as immersive as possible. And what that means to me is like, I won't put like when I get to the villager stage, I don't plan on just making a like villager trading hall where they're all just trapped in a 1x1 cell. And that's not because I care about the villagers. That's because I think that it breaks the immersion of the game. So yes, to answer your question, I have thought about it. And I do appreciate those challenges. Like I think especially like the vegan challenge where like leather is like a tougher thing to get, you know, because you can't kill animals for it. Like kind of taking that as a challenge it can be a fun way to play. But that's not necessarily, I guess, at the forefront of my mind when I'm playing. How are you, King? Daisy, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. No, Anarchy, how are you doing? Welcome in. Remember when people born in early 2000s were young? Still are. Still are. Believe it or not. No, I think I'm actually going to be good about accepting my age. I say it as a joke, but like, I'm very thankful to grow old, I think. So I'm happy to be 25 whenever I will be 25, which I'm not right now. Did you update to 1.21.8? I did not. I've not yet. Is there a big reason to? Is 1.21.8 out beyond just snapshots? Like, is it actually out? But I gotta wait on plugins because I need like flashback and stuff, and that takes yeah, you know, I need to wait on specific plugins to update or specific mods to update. Otherwise, I can't really make the videos in the way that I make them. So yeah, I have not yet, but I'm also not really in a big push to because I'm like excited for the golems, but I think that they maybe would fit well into redstone if anything. Like I don't really need copper and stuff in the Nether. But what is 1.21.7? Is it? What does that add? What does that add that's different than 1.21.6? Does anyone know what the difference between those two are? Because I'm actually not sure what I'm missing out on that. Pushing 80, by the way. Okay. So far, I've been loving the little lore pieces, the map villager and the pillager territory, and now the netherwort on the entrances. Yeah, I think it's fun to have those little things in the world. I've never been a big, like, it's just not really the way I play, like, to get super into lore, but it has been a fun, like, I think what it does is it gives you a reason to build things a specific way. Instead of just like a game with blocks, now you have like a reason behind like the way something is built the way it is. Like, I don't think I do lore just for the sake of doing it necessarily, but yeah, you also just reminded me, I haven't really, the East and West stuff, I haven't touched on that in a while. I probably, when I do the pillager stuff, that will probably be a big point, is East versus West. At some point I did think about making like a wall or like some big build to symbolize that, but who knows, maybe. But yeah, I do think it's fun. It was crazy. Like, I kind of played it up for the video, but also like every village I found was on it's east, or it's west, right? Whatever this way is. West, right? I always got them confused. All the villages that I found were like all west, and then like all like this witch huts and pillager outposts, they were all in the east. And like even the few villages that I did find in the east were abandoned ones. And so I don't know, it's just funny. And like, you know, it's like swamp and like jungle and what biomes do we get that way? Like it felt like the more evil biomes, the mangrove swamp, right? Like if you had to give a biome some kind of alignment, it feels like the more evil ones. And then you had like the meadows and the plains and flower forests all that way. So I don't know, it really makes sense. Of course, at the end of the day, it probably is a very similar amount on both sides, but lava chicken disc. Oh, right. I haven't. Okay. That's what it adds, is the lava chicken disc, among other things. Copper Golem isn't available in Java snapshots yet, right? I don't know. 26 already. Okay, Colton. 1.21.7 is literally a painting and a music disc. Okay. You know, I think that I'm proud of Mojang. I'm proud of them. They're doing a great job on like getting stuff out faster. And yeah, I mean, like new content at their speed they're providing it, I'll take it. I'll take a whole update, even if it is just a music disc and a painting. Like, I'm down for them to push that stuff out quickly any day of the week. In fact, I feel like with this Copper Golem, it's right, for me, it's on the line of like maybe a little too fast. I mean, we just got this happy cast, but I'm not going to complain about that. I'd much rather have the updates be too fast than too long in between them. It's crazy to think what Minecraft's going to be like even just 10 years from now, though. Like, it's just not something, I think when we were playing it, like, you always kind of think of it being however it is at that moment, right? Like, you just think of it, it's always been that game and it always will be that game. But the game itself has actually changed so much that, like, it's not unrecognizable, but it's very, very different than when it first came out. Visual effects and videos are so creative. Keep going, man. You're the best, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. All that 1.21.7 adds is 0.001. Fair enough. Fair enough. Most are hot fixes. Gotcha. Does anyone know? Did they make any fixes with the ghast and the way that like dismounting works? Because I had some dismounting bugs, and I'm wondering if maybe they made that a little bit of a smoother experience. Is the next episode? Is the next episode the Diamond Age? No. Nope. I hate to push it off for so long, but I do think there are things in between where I'm at now and the Diamond Age that I don't want to skip for the sake of just getting to the Diamond Age faster. But yeah, Diamond Age is going to be a little ways out. What I would really like to do, actually, let me see. When did this first video come out? This first video came out. And I know you guys can't see what I'm doing right now, but let me go to my videos here. The first video came out. Oh, I don't want to hear my voice.
Free cookie for life.
Free cookie for life. 9 months ago, specifically October 12th. I would love to upload a video that's titled like, I got my first diamonds after 1 year. Something with that premise. And so I think that aiming for October, that is further off than I thought it was. For whatever reason, I thought it was a September or August upload. Wait, did I look at the right episode? Yeah, I did. That came out October. I didn't realize that. I thought for whatever reason I uploaded that in like September or August. Okay, so I still got some time. But yeah, I'd like to do diamonds kind of like a 1 year thing. Now that's not to say the series can go on for more than 2 years, because that's a long time. I think the first episode, between the first episode and the second one, there was like 3 months, I think, maybe 3 or 4 months, maybe. I don't know. Or no, maybe it was a month or two. I just remember there was some long wait times between the first couple episodes, and I've kind of gotten that figured out now. So episodes should be coming out faster to the point where I think the videos should kind of start picking up, or kind of are picking up more than they were at that point. So hopefully we'll be moving a little bit quicker. But yeah, that would be cool to do at the 1 year. What's the lore behind your Minecraft skin? It's based on Batman. Based on Batman. I can actually show you my original Minecraft skin. Let me see here. We're gonna switch to this. Boom. And my first Minecraft skin, if we boot up, where's that? There, here. Well, not my first Minecraft skin, but my first skins. Here we go. The first iteration of this one was this one. It was like I just found this one on the one of the skin databases, right? It was just Batman, and then I just like recolored it pink. So like I used pretty much all the same pixels that they had, but then I just made it pink instead. And then I put a donut there. But it's like kind of serious. And so I decided to change it to something a little bit more playful. So like I'm sure that I still like these like gauntlets and like the abs and stuff on here, or like the boots. A lot of it is still, I guess, technically stolen. I mean, I changed the color and like tweaked things. I think I got rid of the cape from now, but I want to delete it. Yeah, I made some changes, but I just made it more playful because I don't want wait, it's not that serious, bro. Took me a year to, yeah, it took me 1 year to find diamonds exactly. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, that's the lore behind it, is what I was trying to say. I just spaced out. Okay. We'll get back to the game now. Also, wait, no, actually, I don't want this replay to be too long because I remember after last stream, it was like 4 hours and it crashed, just the replay, but I think I want to keep it for now, like that. Wait, do I have to? Oh, I have to end it now? Okay. I pretty much always have my replay running just in case something were to happen. I want to be able to get it from a different angle. Yeah. It's been a while since I seen you live, but seen you loads of chats. Nice to say hello to you, Shadow and Sunsets. Hello. Yeah, I'm pretty active on Twitch. I like to hop into people's chats. Oh, I forgot. My game kind of lags a little bit whenever I start these replays. There we go. But yeah, I was driving, and lo, I have returned. Welcome in, Anarchy. Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? Put hay bale under your furnace underground. Oh, to get taller smoke clouds. Does it make a difference when it comes to hay bales under smoke that, like, does it make it more full? Because like I don't need the extra height because it's got a ceiling right above it. But would it make it like thicker smoke, I guess? That's not a bad idea though. Barbie man, yeah, exactly. That'll also be the 1 year anniversary of when I decided I wanted to be in STEM and began the path of double majoring. Dude, okay, so you've been through 1 year of it almost. Are you still on? You still feeling that? I feel like if I went down I mean, I got a computer science degree. That was what I was in. But if I went just kind of like, I think physics out of all the maths and sciences, I really like physics. I think physics is cool. I think it's cool understanding that. Like, I think it's cool just to see kind of, it gives you a different perception of like how the world works. Like one of the most revolutionary things for me was when I learned that like the X velocity, and stay with me, stay with me. The X velocity and the Y velocity are independent. Like when a bullet shoots and when an apple, like if you just dropped an apple and you shot a bullet, they would both, assuming it was fully flat for however far the bullet would go, they both hit the ground at the same time. Even though the bullet's traveling much faster, that's like its X velocity, but they both have the same falling. Does that make sense? Right? Like if you shoot a bullet, drop an apple at the same time, boom, even if the bullet hits it way down there, they both hit the ground at the same time. And that's like a weird thing to, I don't know, kind of unlocked a new thinking for me. That's concrete, baby. I'm fighting Kim 1 now. I'm really excited though. That's awesome. That's awesome. By the way, your video quality, amazing. I didn't realize you were doing YouTube. And I recognize your name from, I think, Bobby's chat. Dude, holy cow, Bobby. I went, oh my God, that's noticed. That's awesome. Yeah, it is kind of funny. I've kind of had separate communities on Twitch and YouTube, I feel like. Like, I think there's a lot of Twitch, like, yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, kind of my pathing was I used to, like, when it comes to content, I used to stream on Twitch. That was where I started, was with streaming. And then, like, I made a couple videos, but it was nothing ever serious. And then I made some shorts and like short form content, and that started doing really well. So then I dropped streaming to kind of do that for a while. That was also while I was in school. So like I was technically a full-time student, but like I was doing shorts. And then I was able to make this series that I'm playing now. That is long form, and that is, it's kind of been the journey. But because of that, I built up like a Twitch community and then also a YouTube community, like independently. And so I think maybe a lot of them don't know about the other one. Like a lot of people who joined from either shorts or for the long form videos, they join the Discord and they're like, wait, this is old and there's a lot of stuff on here that I've never heard of before. What is this? But no. Dimensional velocity is some fun stuff. It's a big word. Gravity accelerates them downward at the same rate. Yep. It's just, I don't know. It's weird to think of them being like independent speeds. Like you would think a bullet would take longer to hit the ground. I don't know. But that was just the first of some stuff. I mean, some stuff isn't as intuitive as that. Like, dude, anything with like currents or like, what is it? The right hand rule where it's like your electromagnetic field and all that. That stuff is way over my head. But like just the kinematics, I think is what it's called, which is just equations for things moving, is very interesting. Like acceleration, you know, how acceleration relates to speed, relates to position, and relates to my viewer count just going down while I'm talking about this. I think it's also interesting to me because I like making games. You know, I've never really finished a project, but I think it's always been a fun thing to like boot up Unity and like, you know, work on it for a little while, whatever. But I think it's fun knowing how the world works in that way, in a way that you can like physically, in a way you can physically quantify. In a way that's like, you can assign a number to it, you know? Anyway, yo, I'm back. How am I still third? Amberlin, that's a great question. I do not understand YouTube's XP system. In fact, if someone could explain that to me, I would be very, very thankful. How does that work? How does do you get like more XP for being early, or for just sending chats, or like being a sub? Like how does the XP work? Can you show us some of your projects, some of my game projects? Probably not right now. I don't know if I do have some on my. I had one. Okay, I'm about to point you to this one on my Twitter that I did that I'm realizing now was an unfinished project that I did not ever say was an unfinished project. But I did one a while ago where like I wanted to recreate the mob vote, but as like a playable game, and I was gonna make a video on it. And it was gonna be a whole thing, and I got pretty far into it. Like I made a like infinite world generation that like, you know, it would make hills and stuff and spawn trees, whatever. And then I made it an inventory system that you could like mine the blocks and pick them up. And like, it's very similar to Terraria pretty much, but like with the visual styling and like Minecraft mechanics. But that was about as far as I got. I think I got into like, oh, I also had a main menu, and like you can make a world and save your world. That was one of my more recent ones. I also had one that I worked on that is very like Mad Max inspired. I had one where I wanted to make like a big open desert world that you can like customize your car, like very Mad Max inspired. But like I was planning on deviating a little bit more from that idea, but that was probably my furthest I've ever gotten into a game project. That one was a lot of fun. But yeah, one day I'll make one that I don't add a ridiculous amount of features to the scope and make it unfinishable. Well, one day I will finish a game, but today is not that day. Forehead reveal? Brother. I bet it's not bad. Not bad. Coming from me, not bad. Actually more recently, recently I've been wearing my hair. Oh no, we're not doing that. I've been pushing it back. Just today I didn't. It's very shiny though today. How many terracotta are you gonna collect? That's a great question. I don't know. You know what? Let's do something else. I've got enough. I think, in fact, my llamas are pretty much already full. It's just a good brainless activity for me to do. But yeah, we can be done for now. I think the other resource that I want to get a lot of, and this one might be a little bit more exciting, and also a little bit more dangerous, is I need more bone blocks. I have some ideas of things that I'd really like to do, but bone blocks are just my limiting factor because there's only so many in each soul sand biome. And so I don't want to, or it's just a lot of effort to get that many bone blocks, but I think we'll go gather up some. If you're going to play Dragon Age Origins, I highly recommend you do. I strongly recommend you start with a good noble playthrough as either a dwarf or human. Can't say why because spoilers. Okay, well, thank you. Yeah, I probably won't in the near future because pretty much any... Okay, is this music? There we go. I probably won't in the near future. I'm not really playing a whole lot of games right now just for fun. I've kind of only exclusively played Minecraft for the last... I'm on a streak of a month, I think, since I've picked up any like Pokemon Go or CS or anything. So I'm planning on keeping it that way. Probably just try and focus on... Okay, so we're two llamas away from being full. That's not bad. But yeah, I'm just trying to kind of cut out any free time that isn't spent on video production. Oh, I forgot I don't need to actually do that anymore. I can just pick up the lead. Okay, let's see. We've got my bed, got the crafting table, and we are good to go. All right, so yeah, let's head over to the Nether and we'll get some bone blocks as well. What do you call the llama line again? I don't know, but it's sick. I didn't know they did that. Yeah, caravan. It's called a caravan. Yep, very, very cool. I think it is funny. Llamas, I mean, again, it's one of those things that you just skip through the game so fast that you don't ever use. But yeah, they are very, very cool. I don't know a way that they could actually make them better though, that like would cause players to use them more, especially now that there's the leads or the change with leads. There's a lot easier, or not easier, but like you can lead a bunch of chest boats. I've seen a lot of people doing that. You just lead a bunch of chest boats to like one mob or something. And I don't know, that's a good way of moving a lot of items, but yeah, I love me a caravan. Episode 8 has been out this whole time. Yes, for anyone who doesn't know, episode 8 came out this morning, which is also why I'm streaming right now, is because there's no more spoilers. I'm between episodes. I just finished it like last night, and so now I don't need to come on. Don't need to worry about spoilers. Oh, llamas. You know what's one thing I haven't experimented with though is with llamas, if how they work with the new lead changes. Because I'd assume you could lead llamas to each other out of their order in the caravan, right? Or maybe that would cause them to make a new caravan when you did that. I don't know, but I'm wondering if there's some way you could like mess with the caravan AI by making new llama, or by leading the llamas out of order or to each other. Okay, we're gonna join this caravan? Come on, guys. I'll make a new one real quick. I don't deal with this too often, but when I do, it's quite annoying. These guys do not seem interested in joining my caravan. I mean, I don't have the max number of llamas, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, these two should... Why don't they want to join? Guys! Please join my caravan. There we go. Okay, we got him on there now. Maybe I just went too fast. What if you make a lava statue, maybe in the bridge? A lava statue. What do you mean by, I guess, a lava statue? Hello, brother. Matthias, what's good? Welcome in. Can I send you my game project and you show it on stream? I'm not going to right now. We're going to stick to Minecraft for the stream. But if you want to share it in the Discord, I'd be happy to check it out after stream. But yeah, I mean, if any of you guys ever finish games, I don't want to like fully offer this, but I'd be down to run through some of them on like a stream or something sometime. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a game making streamer, I guess. I'm Minecraft, but I don't know. I'd be excited to see what you guys are working on. I think leashing a mob to another makes the one that was leashed first kind of turn off its AI, so they probably won't do the caravanning. Okay, gotcha. Oh, right. I think I did maybe know that actually. Llama, not lava. Okay, my bad. A llama statue. Maybe one day if I get killed by a llama, we'll have a llama gravestone. But on that bridge making a llama statue, we could. I could see that being a statue that actually has some like easy imagery. You know, some statues are tough to do at a small scale because of the amount of detail it would take, but I could see a llama statue being like pretty easy to do at a small scale. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. It's tough because there's a lot of cool little projects like that I could do, but they don't really necessarily fit into the like a video at any point. But yeah, maybe that's the kind of thing I could do on stream though, is like for example, one thing that I thought about doing on stream was expanding out that railroad, that straight one that I have, and making some other little depots, like some little stations around the, like further out to make it a little bit more usable. Because that's not really something I would include in a video at this point, but it would be a good thing for this world to have. Or just roads or paths in general. Are you familiar with Avatar: The Last Airbender? Yeah, you know, honestly, I think it might be one of the best shows ever made. Can I say that? Breaking Bad's probably my number one, but Avatar's got to be like top 3. Top 5 maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I love that concept of a show. My mom doesn't let me download Discord. No worries, I get it. Talking to strangers on the internet. I'm sure that when your series is finished and combined into one movie, it would be more like a combination between Minecraft movie and Castaway. Wow, yeah, that would be cool. I don't think I'm gonna take the full movie route. I know a lot of people like to kind of merge episodes together and make one giant full movie. By the time I got there, like I wouldn't want to do it till I'm at the end of the series, if I did, right? But by the time I'm there, dude, I'm gonna have like, the full movie would be like 20, 24, maybe even longer, like hours long. So I don't really want to make a 24-hour movie. And I also don't want to like re-edit everything because that's just a huge project. Maybe I could do some kind of highlight reel or something. The thing is, I can't keep every footage. Like now that this episode's up, I am going to delete all the like raw gameplay footage from it. Just because I don't have the computer space to hold that, because, you know, each one is like 200 to 300 gigabytes of footage. So I just can't hold all that footage. But it's probably for the best, because I don't think I would get around to editing a huge project like that anyway. And I have the playlist, which now that I say that, I'm remembering I do need to put this one on it. But I do have the playlist that you can watch them all there anyway. So I'd watch the full 24-hour vid. The thing is, I don't think it would be too unique of an edit. You know, chances are it would just be like them kind of like, I would just put the episodes together and then kind of maybe make a better transition and like cut out the intro so that the intro would only be one time, or there'd be maybe a different intro for a movie. And then it would just be all the episodes back to back to back that kind of have better transitions. So I don't think I would do that. Yeah, I don't know. I love long form content. Yeah, there has been a big rise of it. I learned that, maybe I should talk about, I'm probably a broken record for a lot of these things, but I did learn that the most streamed thing on TVs is YouTube. Like YouTube beats out Netflix, and it beats out Amazon Prime, it beats out Hulu, it beats out cable, whatever. Like what people watch most on TVs is YouTube. And I think, I don't know what the breakdown of actual like percentage of people watching YouTube on a phone versus on a TV versus on whatever tablet, but I do know that TVs are primarily playing YouTube, which is a really interesting and like not what you'd expect. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, he was empty. Let's go there. Wait, I had multiple empty llamas? That can't be right. I thought I only had 2 that I didn't fill up, but maybe I did. Maybe I did miss a couple. Hi, King Dude Byron. What's good? Welcome in. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I keep itching my nose. It's very itchy. I forget. This is something like, if you ever streamed before, I think it's a phenomenon when you wear headphones like over your ear. Something about like building up pressure in your nose. I don't know what it is, but once you start itching your nose, you cannot stop. It's like a weird unspoken rule of streaming. Or not rule, but like, I think it's because you're talking so much maybe, and it's like vibrating, and then also pressure. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but you get really itchy nose. And it's very annoying. I spent blank days progressing in Minecraft, full movie. I mean, I'm not gonna say that the title and thumbnail and like the packaging wouldn't get clicks, because that would be like, it would be a really good, like, for terms of like YouTube performance, I'm sure it would do well. It's just more, I don't know. I'd be down to make one of the full movie things at some point, but if I did, I don't think it would just be a bunch of episodes squished together, probably. Unless that was the plan from the start. Like that is another thing I consider doing for this, is like I make each age one video, but then like, for example, I do what I'm doing now where I'm like splitting up kind of by house or by like smaller portions, and I make a separate video for each of those. I could make like a lower quality edited one. Like I don't do the full edit for each video. And then at the end of the stage, I do like the whole stage is like one nicely edited, bigger movie kind of thing. I have considered that. And that could be a direction I take it at some point, but it'd be tough to make that jump without it being confusing. Yo, hello, is it Mika? The X as the vowel is a tough one to figure out sometimes. Is it Mika live? What's good, welcome in. Where can I send it to you? Maybe chat here. Is this for the game? Also, careful with the spamming. I'll try to read messages, but also please try not to spam too much. Now my nose is itchy. Yeah, itch your nose. Itch your nose, everybody. Now everyone's got itchy nose. True, I wear headphones and it happens to me when I voice chat. Yeah, it's gotta be some weird like physical reaction. I don't know. Bro, invite me to your world. I'm bored. Yeah, I got you. Exclamation point IP and you can join up. That's a joke. There's no IP for anyone who's about to try that. This is a single player world. Also, for anyone who missed it, I have an announcement in the title. I did an announcement. It is a limited progression server that will be coming out. I don't have a date. I don't have a date for it, just a quick recap, but I'm coding a custom plugin for it, and it's gonna be cross-play. It will probably be a sub server, so on YouTube, Twitch, and you can get a free Twitch Prime and use that hopefully in the next month or so. And it will kind of mimic along with the series. So that will be a good thing for a lot of people who are interested in that. And I'll probably stream a lot more once that comes out, because then I'll have something to stream, you know. So that's a little quick recap. I talked about it longer earlier, but oh, where can I send game projects to you? Maybe chat here. Yeah, unfortunately, if you aren't able to do Discord, that would be the main place. I mean, if you got like other social platforms like Twitter or Instagram, you can always at me with the post or something and I can check it out there. I'm not gonna be looking at it on stream though right now, but Discord is definitely the main way. So if you can't do that, I don't know if there is a good way to, but yeah. Making a movie of this playthrough would be awesome. It would be a lot of fun. I mean, I still have all the replay recordings, but I don't think I want to do all the work of recapturing all the footage of what I need. But maybe I can find some way of like kind of doing a super cut where I condense down and I exclude a lot of specifics, and it's kind of like an hour or 2 hour recap of kind of the big moments. That could be fun. Though what stinks about it though is like all the episodes have the music baked into them. You know, I don't have like an episode without music, or I don't have like the footage without music. So it's like if I wanted to do a new edit over top of it, I would have to use like when I'm talking, it's like I can't recut that because I got music under it now. So I don't know. Maybe AI tools will progress enough to where I can cleanly do that. I know there's some that remove music from background, so I don't know. Chances are though, I wouldn't count on it. I wouldn't count on having a full movie recap of this. Although the final episode finale could be some kind of movie thing. That could be fun. Maybe that would be the way of doing it, is like a long recap and then like finale, big, finish off everything, go back to every project, whatever. I don't know. Could do something like that. Have you ever played Undertale? I have not. I've put a spam limit on myself, no more than 3 repeats per message. I can only repeat this text 3 times. In my previous text about Dragon Age Origins, I can only repeat 2 times. Well, I appreciate that. Did you update the game? I'm 1.21.6 right now, I believe. So, and I'll probably be on that. Well, I'll definitely be on that, I think, for the next episode. And honestly, I mean, I don't know how long the Nether is going to take, but I'll probably be on 1.21.6 for the rest of the Nether, I would say. Most likely. Tried to get the new disc. Well, you know what's funny? I have this guy that I captured, or these 2 guys, I guess, that I've captured a while ago. The disc isn't currently in the game, but I have these guys. So I do have a chicken jockey here, as well as a baby zombie villager in full gold, which is pretty cool. But maybe this guy will have to be my sacrifice for the disc at some point. I also have those charged creepers over there that I gotta use for something. Actually, yeah, look, I got these charged creepers here, and I have another one over the hill over here. What day are you on the game? I think last I checked, or actually I can easily check like that. Oh, got a big box. 11, wait, 1-1. Oh, I'm 1 away from 1-1-1-1. Also, that is, I think, so I was doing some testing for this plugin that I'm working on, and currently I think how do I do this? Is it, I thought it was CH, is it? Oh yeah, there it is. This is mini HUD, so this is how I put like the day at the top, but I currently have the structures So all structures show up. And that was, again, for testing for the plugin I'm working on, but we can turn that off, I think. Is that? Yeah, now structures won't pop up in their hitboxes. 1111. We are 1 day away from 1111. 1111. Crazy. You guys got to make a wish. You got to think of your wish for day 1111. It's also funny. I think things like this area, I know this area super well because I spent so much time running back and forth or like chopping wood down over here. But like I don't show it as much in videos, so I'm sure there's some areas of the world that like I'm super familiar with that you guys just literally have not even seen. But yeah, we got this this charge creeper over here as well that I caught during a thunderstorm once. So we got that one, and then we got that one. But I don't really know what to do with either of them right now. I mean, technically I don't have any mob heads, but at some point, I'm sure I'll get around to getting all the mob heads. That's so many hours. It is a sad amount of hours. I wish for peaceful filming and editing. Thank you. Hopefully it all goes well. Hopefully I can make an episode without dying again soon. Been a lot of deaths, man. Although I do like explaining. Like on one hand, I hate showing how bad I am at Minecraft, but then I also really do like building new gravestones. So it's a trade-off for sure. My wish is too negative to type. Well, hopefully it's not directed at me. What's coming after the Nether? Redstone Age. The Age of Redstone, which will be a lot quicker than the Nether. I'm thinking, I know I talked about it last stream doing it in 2. Did I see something here? No. I know I talked before about doing it in 1 episode where I go back to kind of like how the first episode was all in 1 episode. But the more I think about it, it will probably be 2 episodes, two Redstone episodes. And then diamonds, and you better believe I'm going to be hyping up the diamonds in those Redstone episodes. We're gonna have to do a whole edit for revealing the diamond, but it is funny because like really technically when you look at it, like I think the Redstone Age should be more exciting than the Diamond Age, right? Because there's just so many more cool things you can do. Like it's cool to get the tools and armor. I mean, I guess enchanting comes with diamonds, so that's one thing. But yeah, I mean, it's soon. And what I realized is the Diamond Age is also kind of the halfway point. Okay, we're gonna switch gears and I'm gonna head to the Nether for a little bit and we're gonna collect up some bone blocks now. Spent a while gathering the terracotta. I think I would like to get a lot. I should have plenty of terracotta for a little while. Then I'd like to get some bone blocks. I'm also gonna need more diorite, but that's definitely a lot more boring to watch because I'm just underground in my mines. So I'll save that for me, myself, and I. I can maybe send game project on Viber. I'm not sure what Viber is, but I'll just have to say probably not. Again, I think Discord would have been the most convenient way. Maybe one day you'll be able to share on there, but yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. I mean, it's not really like I could have, or it's not really like I am looking at it on stream anyway, though. So hopefully it's not a huge deal, but it is super cool that you're making games. Keep up with that. Keep up with that for sure. You'll only get better. All right. Off to the Nether with my Strider with 3 hearts. Death montage video could be another fun one. I was actually thinking I should do a short on that. A short covering each of my gravestones. I think I want to start making more shorts on this world. It's like every new project I do, though, it just takes away from time that I could be spending on this. So I'm trying to limit how many other things I do. But I do want to get a lot more shorts out about this world. To kind of push, now that I got like 8 episodes, you know, I kind of want to be able to push these episodes out to even a wider audience. So yeah, I want to make some more shorts. And I think a death montage could be a great one. Okay, I don't even think I need to stop by here. I think we just continue out to this way. We'll go out to the soul sand biome I got over here, which I guess you guys get to see. So if you haven't watched the new episode, this is a spoiler for the first like minute of the video, but I'll show you how I got to that soul sand biome. Very exciting, I know. Will you be playing any other games? Probably not on stream. At some point, I don't know. I mean, I could see maybe like a Twitch only or members only kind of stream where I do a different game, but probably not. I think I'm going to be focusing fully on Minecraft for now. What other games do you guys play, though? Not that I will be playing them right now. Oh, wait, do I have a bow? Oh, yeah. Oh, don't kill my Strider, please. He's so slow. Please. No. Oh, my Strider has no health. Maybe I should have swapped it out. And on Soul Sand, I'm moving so slow. That would have been very sad to witness the death of this Strider. Although it would be better for me if he died on land, because then that way I could, if they drop the saddle, I could get that back, and I could also not have to pop a potion. I have 11 years, so I can't, oh, okay, I got you saying 11. So I can't learn that much coding. Well, that's awesome that you're already getting started with that. I tried, when I was younger, I tried to learn coding through like Unreal, you know, like I watched so many tutorials, and I don't think I ever did anything right. And I was on this old computer that didn't really work well. And I, like, once it got into coding stuff and like out of just the like game engine UI, I didn't have any idea on like the first thing on how to do it. So it wasn't really until college that I like learned how to code. But if you're learning young, like anything, even if you just learn how to make like a hello world program at a young age, like that's a great start. I think so many people, you undervalue the, like people, is a common phrase that people overestimate what they can do in like 1 year and underestimate what you can do in 5 years. Look at the long game, and like you'll always wish that you started 5 years ago. If it's something you're interested in, you can apply that to like whatever you're interested in. Okay, this maybe was not the way on how I got there. I remember it was this direction, but I don't remember what passage I took to get there. Somewhere over here though. I started coding when I was 7 or 8. Holy man. That is probably been coding a while now. I learned by AI on Mobile Python. Okay. Anything's better than nothing. However, I will encourage, I've heard a lot of bad stories about using AI in the coding workspace. Just learning to code is like it's a muscle. It's a muscle that you got to exercise to continue to. Like I graduated a couple years ago, and I think I peaked at my coding back when I was in school, obviously. And I think since then I've kind of fallen off. So like I've had to make a very strong effort on like relearning. Also, I thought I knew where I was going. Maybe I don't. Oh wait, no, right here, here we go. But it's a muscle you got to train. And so when you start relying on the AI tools to like fill in for you, that's a muscle that you're not training. So I think it is very important. And again, anything's better than nothing. So like if you're doing that and you're making projects, like super cool, man, keep doing that. But if you can, I would encourage you to try to rely on the AI, like GitHub Autopilot, all that as little as possible, because it's really great to train that coding muscle. Who edits your video? Oh, here, let me go grab him for you. This guy. I'm sorry, that was stupid. Yeah, I'm currently a one-man operation, but which is also why they take so long. Why is the Strider not healed? I can't heal him with anything but a potion, I don't think. We could try it again. I tried to use a fungi on him and it did not work. So, yeah. Unfortunately, he's kind of low. I've been watching for a few hours now, dude. Maddie, appreciate you sticking around. Death Monta. Oh, wait. Yeah. Great. Of course. I didn't realize how central your hotbar is organized, for lack of a better word. By the way, love the vids. Been lurking for the stream since the start. Hey, I appreciate that. I will say I don't think there is any organization to my hotbar. That is kind of my understanding on it. I just kind of switch things out. You mean like I'm always using whatever items in the middle? Because if so, that might be true. I might have a tendency to do that. But yeah, I don't organize my hotbar at all. Oh, I gotta be careful I don't hit a piggy. But yeah, I think that is one thing that would immediately make me a better player, is if I wait, it's supposed to be 2 hits. Okay. Oh, I almost caught it. Oh, you know what I'm realizing? I'm not even going full speed right now. There we go. Did I pass it? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, I think that would single-handedly, like just switching over to like that to having an organized hotbar and like being able to get muscle memory of like switching like 1, 2, 3 would make me a better player than I am for sure. What mod are you using? Because when you go in the menu, there's written mods. Yeah, I'm using, here, I'll do a quick scroll through of them if you want to pause it and look. I did like a little bit more of a breakdown of them earlier, but these are the mods I got. The only ones that really make a difference right now are Mini HUD. Well, I guess you can't even see Mini HUD. I think Fog is the only one actively doing anything right now. Or I guess I am technically recording this as well right now. Like through my flashback, but yeah. What resource pack are you using? I'm just using one resource pack that makes the shield lower on your screen, but I don't know the name of it. And technically I modified it a little bit because that texture pack that I got had done a little bit more than just that, and I didn't like that. So I switched it to only that, but that's the only texture pack I got right now. All right, I believe this is where I parked my Strider last time. Yes, in this hole. In this hole here. Okay, maybe we'll go this way then. Come on, buddy. Okay, do I have a block? Don't have a block. Okay, we will grab some more blocks here. Oh, you don't you be getting away from me now. You don't join here. Okay. Wait, I thought does not kick you. Oh, there you go. Oh, also, this is the other one that makes a difference. I like to turn gamma up, and that's something that I don't like because it's not very purist to like be playing with a higher gamma, but it's something that is just necessary for videos and for watching streams, because otherwise things just get too dark. Like if I was always in the overworld or like above ground, whatever, it's fine. But once you get into caves, it's just so tough for you guys to see what I'm doing. And so I generally try to avoid, or I generally try to use gamma as well. Yo, SMZ, let's relax just a little bit. Relax a little bit. Can you drink? Already much better than I am. Well, I appreciate that. I want to be clear. I do think that I'm okay at Minecraft when it comes to like building things or like concepts of the game. But I think when it comes to avoiding death or making jumps or anything that takes that kind of like mechanical skill, I am very far away from. I'm about as bad as you could be for someone who's played as much as I have. 3? Come on now. Come on now. So yeah, anything that takes like reaction time and like coordination and that kind of skill, I do not possess. Okay, let me see if I can get this without, is that something I can get down? Yeah, okay, sweet. Although there are some hoglins over here. Let's get the shield out maybe. Yo, SMZ, buddy, relax, please, please. Recommend Khan Academy. Ooh, okay. Khan Academy definitely helped a lot. I remember with with school, Khan Academy was a very helpful thing for me to understand some concepts. So for sure. Use Happy Gas in the dragon fight. Do you think? Okay, realistically, do you think the Happy Gas would help in the dragon fight? Like, is that something that actually would make it easier than just fighting on foot? I guess it kind of would, because the dragon wouldn't be able to hit you as easily, and you could take out the crystals. You'd have a better vantage point on that. But it just feels like how slow it is would make it not as good. But maybe that would technically be helpful. I think I'll fight it pretty puristly. Come on. As you can see, not good at Minecraft. I wish I had some soul speed boots on right now, because you can dice up these skeletons when we got soul speed. Move so fast. There are so many skeletons. Okay, I already have kind of cleared out this area, so maybe I'll have to go somewhere new. I'll grab that up there. And for anyone who is joining or not sure what we're doing, I'm gathering bone blocks right now, because I just want bone blocks for building. Because I like the way they look, and I don't have a skelly farm. Okay, are there any hoglins up here? Gotta be careful since it's so close to Crimson. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, really? Oh, look at us, full gold fighting each other. But I'm better. Dang. Ooh, wait. Hold on, we just got some good stuff. Wait a second, let's see what we got. So we got a helmet and we got an enchanted bow. That is kind of huge. Power 1, I mean, that beats power nothing that I currently have. And aqua affinity, which I don't have on my helmet. Okay, we just got 2 useful drops. Lovely. Do you see yourself making a moss or bone meal farm? I want to avoid farms as much as I can. Like, I think I'm only going to really do them when it's like kind of necessary. And I could see bones are such a pillar to Minecraft that I would like to make a farm, but I'd like to do something kind of creative if I could. Like something that's, yeah, a little bit less efficient, but like more immersive. kind of my take on farms, but I don't know. I mean, maybe. Not right now. Not right now, but maybe. Bone meal farms are strong, though. That's the other thing. I also want to just avoid... oh, wait. I got feather falling. What am I doing? Ooh, chainmail. I still... My brain has been rewired to whenever I see chainmail, I, like, have to hunt it. I have to see if they drop it because I spent so long trying to get all the pieces of chainmail. Oh, wait. I might actually get an achievement here. Hold on. I'm having a long fight with it. Let's see if we can get this achievement. Come on. No, I did not get the achievement, but did he drop any chainmail pieces? I don't think so. I'm out of here. Make fossil, the design for the bone farm. That could be cool. That could be cool. I like it. Did you find a skeleton spawner or am I tripping? Yeah, I did find, I think I found a skeleton and a spider spawner underneath my base, and they're close enough that they are a double spawner. But like, I'm not sure what I would like to do with them necessarily. Like if I want to do something at a later stage, or yeah, like I just don't know what I would want to use them for. How can I get up there? Maybe I should have been on a happy guest. It does make exploring these things a little bit easier. I can only learn by AI in Serbia. Well, yeah, I guess that's great though. If you're using it to learn, then for sure. Or it can be. I mean, like if you're always able to make it by with AI, then I guess that's another thing. But I'm just saying, like for the purposes of like training that skill, it's really good to try and do it without the help of AI. Like you maybe use AI to learn, and then like try and write it without that, if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, if you're using it to learn, then that's totally fine. Not that I'm anyone to be an authority on whether you should or should not. We go back to progress for copper? No, I'm not going to be, not in this world. I will not be going back for copper. I'll probably craft some copper stuff at some point, but yeah, no, I'm not going to be going back for Copper Age. I had this idea where you build a house for each profession, so you have to walk. Okay, I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just say that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like that. Yeah, Aurora, you might be onto something. What do you say about the copper gear update in regards to this world? I'm not gonna be doing it on this world, and I think copper tools are cool, but I just don't see a big use for them in general. That's kind of where I stand on it. But I'm very like, I will happily take that over not having an update. I think that I don't want that to come across as criticism to Mojang, because I actually do think that they're doing a great job with their updates recently. Although I tend to be, I don't know if optimistic is the right word, but I tend to appreciate their work even when maybe it doesn't deserve it. Like, I don't know, for me, this is a hot take. This is a hot take, but I actually liked the mob vote. Is that crazy? I was actually a fan of the mob vote. I think it gave people like a fun thing to rally behind, and it kind of made Minecraft like, it gave you a moment where like something like you remember the mob vote. You know, there's not like, usually updates you don't like remember, I guess when the update came out, like what was happening and all that, but like the mob votes, you remember that, and it gave you something to rally behind. And I think it also kind of like, I don't know, for the people who got what they wanted, you know, it was very satisfying to get that reward. Also, I'm out of arrows now, so. Oh, wait. Oh, what is this helmet? That's an insane helmet. 4 enchantments with 4 from a random. That's, dang. Is that better than my helmet? That's insane. That is a crazy helmet to get as a drop. Wow, okay. Grab some of these. What was the most robbed mob vote? You know, I still think the Phantom one was unfortunate just because they ran the mob votes a bit different back then, right? Like they, like you knew less about it, and it was only based on a sketch, and like it was very cryptic. And so I don't think knowing what we knew now knowing what we know now that, like, obviously knowing what we know now, it wasn't the right call. But I think at that time, I don't think that we could have been expected to make a different call. Like, phantoms are awful. I would rather have no mob vote than to have phantoms in the game. But the other ones, I'm just such a golem advocate. I love me the golems. I like the tough golem and I like the copper golem. And so I'm happy to see copper golems getting some love, and I still stand by the tough golem. I think that one should have won. All right, this is tough that I don't have soul speed and I also don't have arrows right now. So we're gonna have to quickly make our way around him. I think we're gonna be avoiding some fights rather than taking them right now, because I don't really want to fight these guys. Actually, I'm gonna fight him because it's probably easier than, okay, probably easier than just skipping by him. I forgot phantoms were about, yeah, hey, yeah. But let's see, we had that one. I was actually on team glow squid when that one dropped. For me, the Moo Bloom though is the one that, like, that one just feels like Minecraft. Like, that one just is such a Minecraft mob that it's insane that it has not been added. Like, it feels like it has been added with how in line with like Minecraft's game style it is. Okay, let's get up there if I can. I don't even have a shovel on me. I guess it's just because I just sorted all my chests from my house, so I probably emptied off a lot of tools. But I liked the idea of the sniffer at the time, but since then I've interacted with it like once. Yeah, that's the issue with a lot of them. The sniffer was not one I was a fan of. In fact, I even have an old tweet on there. I was a fan of it if its crops were more meaningful. Like, I think if the torch flower was a light source, then I think sniffer is awesome. I think sniffer is great, and I stand by that winning. But because it's just so like, or like if it could maybe sniff out things other than just those exclusive ones, you know, maybe it had another use of sniffing out, then that could be super cool. But I think just the way it's currently in the game, it's just not, I don't know, it's not that exciting. And I don't really like the new art style that they're going with of like higher resolution. Like it doesn't look as Minecrafty. For all limited progression fans, I can also recommend channel About Oliver or Elis shortcuts of the stream. This man knew literally zero about Minecraft and playing it without backseating. All right, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll maybe have to check him out. Okay, this biome was a little bit smaller than I wanted. Only gotten like a stack of bone blocks. What do we got over this way? Is there anything else? Anything else out in the void? This was a realization that I had about the Nether that I really liked. And I did talk about in my video, is that then all these lakes are actually pretty well connected. Like, it's tough to find a lake that's like fully independent. And so I think the Strider is kind of underused right now. It's underrated. Strider is it's a surprisingly good transportation method. I think even with the Happy Gas, because it beats the Happy Gas on speed by quite a bit. Although maybe I should have used Happy Gas for this, just since I don't need speed, I just need easier access vertically. No, okay, I saw something. Second for About Oliver. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna write it down real quick. I do want to check him out at some point. About Oliver. Okay. Ooh, Outer Wilds. I see they played Outer Wilds. That's another game I want to try. Do they? Blind no wiki Minecraft. Dude, that's awesome. I wish that I could play Minecraft again for the first time. I've kind of thought about doing a playthrough of like Vintage Story, or I found another one that looks like almost like a clone of that Hytale one. I like considered. I think it'd be fun to play one of those just to like kind of have the first time Minecraft experience again on a game, but I don't know. All right, SMZ, you are making me. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna put you in a timeout, buddy. We're gonna put you in timeout for a little while because this spamming has had a couple of warnings, and whoa, let's watch it, buddy. And you're my first YouTube timeout that I've personally done. Do not be honored by that. Okay. Well. Either I could go try and find another one of those biomes, or I don't know. I guess I could really try and fully explore this one first, although I didn't bring a whole lot of blocks to get up vertically. Do you recommend this challenge for new or unexperienced players? I think if it's your first time playing the game, I don't think you need this challenge. I think for me, this kind of came from it's more targeted at people who have played a lot and kind of struggle to still enjoy it. You know, someone who's like, you know how the game all works and like, you know how to quickly get through everything and not have to like, you know, play early game stuff, or like if you played through it enough, that's kind of who it's for. So I don't think that new players necessarily need to focus on limiting their progression. In fact, I don't really have a whole lot of advice for new players. I think it's been so long since I was a new player. I don't know if it's good advice to say like, don't look at the wiki, you know, because I don't know. I think that it might be needed for some parts of the game. Although maybe after watching this Oliver series, maybe it will be a little different. And we got another happy guest. I was very surprised with how frequently these guys spawn. Which YouTuber would you want to see play limited progression? That's a good question. I don't know. I think if anyone did it, I would hope that they would like make it their own, I guess. Like they could credit me if they wanted to, but I don't think they would need to. You know, like I would like to see their own take on the challenge, I guess, in enjoying it. I will say one of my favorite creators though is Low Res Bones. And so I think seeing him do something like this, or just seeing him upload more often, I would love it. I love his content. So I think that if anything, probably him, but yeah, I don't know if I would necessarily say that I want to see another creator do it though. I think I like, yeah, but I'd be happy if they did. I just use AI for learning. Also, maybe you can Google what Viber is and see if you can install it. Draco, listen, man, I'm not gonna, okay? The reality of it is it's just gonna be a no. I think it's super cool you're working on the game project, but since it's kind of difficult to share it, like I'm not really looking to download a whole new things and like, again, keep working on it, super cool, but yeah, I'm not gonna be downloading anything to check it out. What are you planning to do? Right now, I'm just getting some blocks. I'm getting some bones and we got terracotta for the first part of stream. Ooh. Come on. Yeah, right now I'm just getting some bone blocks for building later. And because I've been really enjoying streaming, and I needed something to stream. And so I figured this was a great thing to do. Also, are you guys seeing this, how my arrows sometimes just disappear? It makes it tough to figure out where these ghasts are, especially or figure out where to aim in these long distance gunfights. I don't know if it's what's causing it, but sometimes I feel like my arrows, like I don't see the tracer of them. Yeah, I think we're good. The latest episode was so refreshing after a stressing day. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, man. Glad you're able to enjoy it. It was definitely a lot more happy ghast focused than I had intended for it to be. It was supposed to be a good balance of like kind of building a new home and like happy ghast would just be part of it, but it did end up being a lot of figuring out how the ghast will work. Okay, looks like it goes on a bit further this way. I think I still know how to get home. We'll see when it comes time. Would be cool to see a technical Minecraft to do the challenge and see what sort of contraptions that is true. Actually, yeah, I take it back. Etho. I would love to see Etho because I think Etho is very creative when it comes to doing things people have not done before. Although that's the thing. I don't think he needs to do this because I feel like he's already like, he doesn't need a challenge like that to like kind of revolutionize the way the game's being played. So, but yeah, I take it back. That is who I'd like to see. The challenge is inspired from a Terraria YouTuber. Yeah, Thorbrin. I always get it wrong. There's a second R that always throws me off. Thorbrin. As he gave his premise is in Terraria. He spent 1 month in each Terraria like stage of progression, and Terraria's got a lot more like outlined like armor and tiers and bosses, and like it's a lot more clear cut the order things go in. But yeah, that was a huge inspiration for sure. And if you haven't checked it out, I would check out his 1 year in 1 world series. I think he's doing one. I think it's still going on right now. 1 year in 1 world Calamity mod edition, where that's if you don't know, that's like the most popular Terraria mod that adds a bunch of new bosses and armor and items and all that. Do you like Low Res Bones, Low Res Tunes V2? I love him so much. I think it's so cool that he does. I haven't like watched. I haven't gone on my way to watch through that channel. If it's Spotify, I'm not exactly sure. But I've always thought it's super cool how he does make all the music for his videos, or at least most of it. I don't want to speak wrong on that, but I think it's really cool that he incorporates his music, because his videos always feel very cinematic, and like I would trust him to make a Minecraft movie, you know? Like they're not really like, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, they aren't really like YouTube videos. Like it feels like something you would watch on like a Netflix or like a streaming service in that way. Like they're not really super engaging for like YouTube audience, but they are just cinematic masterpieces. So, and I think a lot of that, I mean, it has to do with his camera angles, the specific mod selection he does, his style, along with like the music that he makes for him. And, you know, he does also do some really unique things on there. I don't think he's going for the most overpowered thing. You know, he a lot of times opts for something that is more immersive too. So Bedrock ain't that smooth. If you do side by side of like booting up a Bedrock world and booting up a Java world, it is noticeably like the amount of chunks you can load and how fast you can load them in Bedrock is much better. And that being said, Bedrock does have a surprising amount of bugs, which is unfortunate. You'd think that would be something that you'd think it would be less buggy for being one of the best games of all time, or one of the top selling games of all time, and like their preferred platform. Like you'd think Java would be the buggy one, if anything. Who are we talking about? Low Resbones. That's LOWRESBONES. His popular series. Whoa. His big video that I think first kind of, if I'm not mistaken, got him a lot of traction was he made Minecraft look like the trailer. And so his Let's Play is like Minecraft in the trailer, I think, is the concept behind it. And so he uses like the, what do you call it? It's actually bare bones. That's the texture pack. That's funny. He uses the bare bones texture pack along with like some shaders and some better animations, among other things, to make it, okay, come on, to make it really feel like the trailer. Did he just despawn at that close? Yo, Yagi! Yagi, thank you for the 199. I appreciate you, man. So cool to see you live again, dude. How you been? How's the Yoggers SMP Infinity been going? Just watching a new vid, I felt the gas on the front has a little bigger forehead. that might be true. I gave him a bit of a 5 head. Yeah. I'm still like torn on that build, because on one hand it is fun, but it also does make the area feel different. I kind of feel like a lot of my builds, I've gone with this building style that maybe I should iron it out and kind of make it a signature thing for me. But like making builds look like I put my face, you know, on my house, or like I put my, or I put the gas face on the gas house, like, or the gold farm making the dropper chute kind of mimic the piglin. I think using the elements of mobs or other game elements in kind of a cartoonishly large fashion in conjunction, I'm using a lot of big words here, in conjunction with like other like architecture styles. Like, I promise I'm not trying to use big words. But yeah, I could probably iron out that style and like kind of do it more intentionally than I am right now. Oh, another chainmail one. Oh wait, no, I don't have arrows though. I don't really want to fight him. What's your favorite creator? Mine are you and Mogswamp. Mogswamp is awesome. I definitely watch pretty much all his videos. Love his super flat stuff. I'm also with him. I know in the same Mogswamp universe is Wumba. I love Wumba stuff. Ooh. There's a lot of gas here right now. Okay. And yep, crazy. Let's do it to you two, and you're gonna be right there. Oh, that was a close shot. But hey, I didn't answer you. My favorite are probably Etho. I love Etho's lab. Low Res Bones definitely up there. And you love Mumbo as well. I'm trying to think. I don't want to have anyone that slept on. I think what Bars is doing is pretty cool too. I don't watch his stuff as much, but I do always like, I always see his videos. I like what Bars does. Wait a second. Oh, I didn't realize I was on the version you could get this. New music disc unlocked. I didn't realize I was updated to the version with that. Hi, I'm giving up on YouTube chat and coming here. Sorry about that. I feel like right now the chat is definitely, I could keep up with it, but I'm like so focused on the game. So that's my bad, but welcome in. Never thought I'd say this about Twitch chat, but welcome to the cozy chat, folks. Yeah. Okay, dude, these ghasts. Can we relax a little bit? Yep, and you're dead. Oh, not quite. And you're dead. Okay, and you're dead. Do you get the music disc every time? I don't think I saw it drop that time. But yeah, I didn't know that I was on the version that you could get that. At what time did you start playing Minecraft? I did around 1.14.2, or 1.4.2. I started playing first on Pocket Edition. I played Pocket Edition Lite, and then I played most of my time early on. I'd say was like, I say Pocket Edition was my first one, but I only played on that for a little bit. Xbox 360 Edition was definitely my first one. I played pretty early on. I remember I played before Pistons and Enchanting were added. No, maybe Enchanting was added, but I remember very distinctly when Pistons got added to the edition I was playing. I also remember, dude, I got my Xbox, my original like 360 back from my parents' house, and I went through it and I did not have my original world on it, which is so sad. I haven't given up hope fully. In fact, I actually have the hard drive sitting right here for my Xbox 360, and I want to see if I can use some kind of advanced stuff to like recover deleted data or something. I want to get this world back so bad. But I remember my first world I played on didn't have cactus in the entire world. And so I had no way of getting green dye. And I wanted it so bad. I explored that whole world because Xbox 360 worlds were only one map in size. But yeah, I never did end up getting green dye on that world. And that was long before the One Ring Trader was added. So why am I using all my arrows at close range like that? When you fight a ghast, trying to aim and hit the fireball at the ghast. Thanks for the advice. Thank you. I didn't realize that. That's my bad. True, it's fun to have the person you watch interact with something you say. Yeah, that is the beauty of streaming. I think is that it breaks down the barriers and makes people feel more attainable. Okay, do you mind? Oh, you know what I like to do sometimes? Watch this. This is my pro gamer strat. You saw it here first. I'm starting beef. Oh man. I forgot. I'm so used to having the golden arrows. Okay. Very good. Although that does mean I don't get the potential chainmail drops. I like streaming, but it's really demoralizing to stream to 2 viewers, none of which is myself. Wait, was that? Did the skeleton just hit me, or did I think I maybe mind to block that had one on it? I know what you mean. I think my first, like, probably like 600 or 800 hours of streaming was like nobody. That's just kind of how it is, unfortunately. There's a lot, like, it's so easy in comparison to making videos. It's very easy to boot up a stream and play versus like a lot less people attempt to record and edit videos. So it's like a little bit less competitive to break out in that space. But yeah, I agree. Twitch is, it's difficult to grow purely on Twitch. For sure. Cactus is tough after caves and cliffs. So many beaches, so few deserts. Interesting. I feel like I haven't had trouble in a long time with finding Minecraft biomes. I don't know why. Maybe, I don't know. But I could see how that is. I mean, the more biomes they add, just statistically, the less cactus spawning biomes there will be, right? Basically, I gave up on streaming, so I'm just going back to YouTube and we'll stream it on bigger. Hey, that's exactly what I did. It was a different reasoning, but same thing. Yeah. I think I personally just enjoy making the videos more than I do streaming. I think streaming is a lot of fun, but I think for me, my fun in it is if I had to pick one, it would be purely videos. I just love the storytelling and editing process in them. And I also find myself watching videos a lot more than I find myself watching streams. How much do you miss Switchback Manga? Dude, okay, that's an old one. I never really watched a ton of his stuff. I think he was the one who made a video of like, are old Let's Plays actually better? Or are we just like I don't know, brainwashed? The concept was he uploaded 2 videos to 2 fresh new channels, one of them with the upbeat new age editing style, and the other one is like a more old age Minecraft one, and then saw how they each performed. And I thought that was a really cool concept. But that being said, I never really watched a lot of manga stuff. But I mean, that's more just because there's so many creators out there, and I only got so much time. I'm sure he made some very solid videos. Oh, you know, one that I really like is the, and I don't watch it as much, but I love the concept of it. I talked about it last time. It was the Ages. What's it called? The one where they pass on their where they pass on their hardcore world to other, like once they die, you pass on your hardcore world to another creator and they pick it up. So it's like you die permanently, but someone else plays it. And it's just Generations. That's what UHC Generations, right? Yes, UHC Generations. You're talking about full movies, and the series I'm currently doing is going to be 5 hours long. Dang. Okay. That's so. What's tough about that, especially starting out, and you know, like if you're doing that and that's like what you want to do and it's fun, like don't let me talk you out of it. But I think when it comes to starting as a creator, it's very important to do a lot of repetitions. And that's something I did very bad at, was like just make a lot of videos. And that doesn't mean make bad videos or make whatever. I think just going through the whole process of titling, thumbnail, recording, editing, like everything that goes into a YouTube video, you just want to get a lot of repetitions under your belt, because you got to get better at the whole process of it. And if you only upload like once a year, you just really aren't practicing that whole step the whole time, and you're not getting a feedback loop of like people watching and making changes and going that way. You know, it's a lot easier to find success quicker if you do more iterations. Hopefully that makes sense. Gotta go now. See ya, dude. Appreciate you stopping by. Emulok, hope I'm saying that right. Appreciate you stopping by. It's like the coding muscles. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Although the difference here is like the benefit of it, I think a lot, on top of, just staying active doing it, the benefit of uploading a lot is that you get feedback a lot. You know, you get like, whether someone likes something or whether there was a lot of viewer fall off at a certain area of the video, like you just learn how to do things better if you just do more repetitions instead of putting all your eggs into the one basket of like this one video that I'm uploading this year. Dude, so many ghasts. I will say I'm also less confident in my ability to find my Strider right now. I mean, I'm sure I will, but I don't know. I don't know where he's at. I'm gonna ignore that ghast for now. He's not gonna bother me. I don't look at him. He won't bother me. I challenge you to watch my video on stream. I challenge you to rate me after stream. I appreciate the challenge, although I think I might be too weak to take on that challenge, but thank you. How much do you miss? Oh wait, no, I already did that. What are the bone blocks for? So I have a couple builds that I'd like to do, but I've just found myself constantly running out of bone blocks. So I figured it'd be a good thing. I don't have specific builds right now in mind while I'm doing this. This is mostly just to, also I'm gonna just jump down here. I'm mostly doing this right now just to kind of build up a supply, so I have some to work from, but yeah, I don't have a specific like need for them at the moment, but I know I will need them, so yeah. You won't bother me, dies. Yeah, luckily I think I can tank a couple ghast hits right now, and so if I'm not, that's the thing, any mob I feel like on its own is pretty easy to handle. What really gets you is like if that ghast is still shooting at me and like I accidentally hit a piglin, or like that ghast is shooting at me and there's skeletons shooting at me and I got a couple things and I'm like trying to parkour over something. It's like the couple things to, oh, can you get out from just that? No. It's a couple things that will always get you. Or like you take fall damage after fighting a mob, or even a mob drops you into lava. Been there. All right, back to the nether, or back to my base we go. And reminder, if anyone hasn't seen it, new video's out and you're about to get some spoilers if you haven't seen it, so click off. Feather falling is obvious, or honestly top 3 enchantments. Totally agree. I think once you get feather falling, like hardcore's tough, right? But I think feather falling, once you get that, it's like, for me, it's a toss up. I think if I started hardcore, I might die. But once I get feather falling, I think my chance of dying drops by like 90% or something. Like I feel like you just die so often from fall damage. Or just like it adds up, you know, if you're jumping between things and then you're low health because of that and you die to something else. You know, I just feel like fall damage is such a big part of the game. That feather falling is massive. But yeah. How are you enjoying the slower progression of Minecraft? I love it. Recommend it to anyone. I think when I first started this video, I didn't even look at it as a challenge. I just looked at it like, that's how I'm gonna play. Since, I mean, I've kind of turned it into the challenge it is, but by setting the official rules and all that. But in terms of just playing slower, I love it. I'd recommend it to anyone. So sometimes it's a little slower than I'd like. Like I think Minecraft isn't as linear of a game as this challenge makes it be. You know, like for example, Redstone, I'm stopping myself from like really unlocking that until after, but I would have that by now. You know, Redstone is something that I would have some level of access to, or like trading is something I would have some level of access to, but okay, I'm realizing I went the wrong way, but I don't right now because I need this challenge to have clear rules to it. So I think that'd be the one drawback is if you could play like this without the challenge, that's ideal, is just play slowly, enjoy the stage, don't rush to like upgrade, like enjoy what you're doing, enjoy that part of the game. I think it's definitely a lot of fun. Boric. Do you know if that diamond holding zombie is still there? I haven't checked, but I don't think there were any hazards around him that would cause him to not be there. Also, I definitely thought this was where I needed to go, but maybe I didn't go through Crimson Biome. I'm not super worried. I'm still pretty close to my base, but maybe I was more out this way. But yeah, I'd assume he's still there because he should be in unloaded chunks. I think it was far enough away from my base that I probably shouldn't have him loaded. And also, I don't think that mobs AI ticks when you're a certain distance away. Like once I'm a certain ways away, even if he doesn't despawn, I think that he stands still. So I think he should be safe. What's your favorite non-Minecraft YouTube channel? I would say I don't watch it a lot right now, but Sebastian Log, he's a coding creator, and I hope I'm saying that right. It's Lague, I think. Maybe it's Lague, Sebastian Lague. I don't know, but I love his channel. He's got a very calming voice, and I cannot find my way home. But yeah, I love that channel. I'll maybe see if I can think of one that's a little bit more broad. Oh, that guy who makes balls. That guy who makes like soccer balls and stuff. His is like shorts, but I love that one too. Like, I just love seeing someone who's that passionate about like, he's like, I saw a watermelon, so I decided to make a watermelon ball. Or I saw this unique, or I peeled an orange, right? And I like made a ball with that. Or like, can I make a ball that uses like all the panels are the same exact shape, you know? I don't know. I really appreciate his videos, but I've never watched any of his long form stuff. This looks promising, unless this is exactly where I've been each time. Yes, this looks good. When will you do the announcement? I already have. It's not a huge announcement. I'm making a limited progression server. I'm currently in the process of coding the plugin, and it's pretty far along. I think I might pause a little. Okay, yep, I definitely went too far. We'll go back. I don't want to take away from like how fast, like I don't want to put off the next video for a couple months because I'm trying to finish up this plugin, but I do hope to have this plugin done pretty soon, so that I can get the server up and running. But yeah, that's the announcement, is I'll have a server for to play through limited progression with everyone. And the way it's going to work is it's going to be at a server level. Like, so you don't, it's not everyone progressing individually. It's like when it first drops, the first month will be Wood Age, and then the second month will be Stone Age. Third month, well, you know, and it will go like that. Since the copper golem was added, which mob vote loser do you want to see? Definitely Tough Golem. Like that's my personal, like, selfish vote is Tough Golem. Although since we just got a golem, it's fine if another one. Moo Bloom's definitely up there. I was never a huge Iceologer fan when that first came out, although it's grown on me a little bit. Yeah, I haven't changed the title yet. I'll be honest, I'm already bad enough at keeping up with stuff as it is, but yeah, that is fair. That title is misleading right now. But yes, the announcement has already happened. Hopefully that's a positive surprise. Are you coding yourself or have someone make it? I was gonna have someone make it. I was gonna commission it, but between price or timeline, it's just been easier for me to make it. And also it helps me to make it exactly how I want to, instead of like someone else might make different tweaks or something, but I know exactly how it works. And if there's ever a problem, I can fix it on my own, which is nice. But yeah, I am making it myself right now. I want the crab. Yeah, the crab claw would have been cool. Although I don't know how I feel about picking a mob vote purely for its, like for example, the armadillo, because you get wolf armor. Like, I don't like that. I would want the armadillo to be picked because you want the armadillo, you know? Huh? Huh? What? That's insane. What do you mean? What? They take fall damage on lava? That's so sad. Okay, how long do I got? I got 2 minutes 40. Can I get back there? Or should I just get on land and figure it out that way? Because I only got the 1 potion right now. That's crazy. Okay, do we think I can make it there in 2 minutes? I don't want to be in the middle of the ocean when I run out. What's the easiest way to get over there? Do any of these guys have a saddle? Because if they have a saddle... Okay, I'm just gonna... I'll run around this way. I might need to make a temporary scaffolding back out there. Alright, unless I can find one with a saddle. That's so silly, though. Poor Strider. Yeah, that is sad. And I was even gonna... I mean, that's the thing. I tried to heal him. Does anyone know? Is there a way to heal them without using healing potions? Because I don't have healing potions right now. But... And I was going to eventually, but I was hoping that you could do it with... Like, it feels like you should be able to do it with the... what do you call it? The fungi. But you can't. So, I don't know. Okay, can I get back up on there? Thank you. Strider grave. Well, I mean, suppose that'd be the right thing to do. Make one for him, but no, I won't be. I mean, I didn't die, so elbows, I guess. Can we somehow see your design works? I remember. Wait, can we somehow see your design work? I remember you being one. Design works? I might be misreading that. Okay, are any saddles? I know I've had other ones that have spawned with saddles around here. Okay, I got 54 seconds. I think I can make it over there. We're gonna try it. No, I'm too scared. I'm too scared. I don't want to die in the middle. I will. Yeah, I got to be careful here. It's not worth the maybe. All right, let me get some blocks here, and we're just gonna bridge back, and I'll break the bridge later. Use healing potions. Okay. Yeah. The scale of my Minecraft pet graveyard and most of the deaths are their own doing. I mean, I think if it was like, I don't want to say, this sounds mean, but if it was something more meaningful, like a dog or something, maybe I'd consider making a graveyard for it. Or maybe I can make a tombstone and then like have a different colored flower for dogs versus me. I mean, that's an option, because technically that was fall damage. It's what that Strider would have died from. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to make a trend for every animal that dies. I need to make a gravestone for it. Although that Strider did serve me well. And you know, at least I died almost by my house and not like super far away, because that would have been much worse if I was still out at that biome when it died. Ooh, actually, is this gonna fall? Okay, we're good. Oops. All right, we'll delete this, or we'll get rid of this ugly path later. What's your favorite Minecraft biome as well as favorite block? I don't know for favorite block. However, biome is gonna have to be the old growth spruce taiga or pine taiga. One of those two. They're pretty similar, so I think it's fair to say both. But yeah, I don't know when it comes to block, which block I like the most. I won't say it's my favorite, but I have been a fan of the new tough bricks and the new tough variants that they've added. You should have tried swimming. I should have tried. Well, the downside is I think I could have made it, but if I had, then, or if I hadn't, then suddenly I lose all my armor. And I don't want to do that. So yeah. All right, spoilers. For anyone who hasn't seen the new episode, we're about to see some spoilers. All right, I need a new potion. Here we go. And honestly, that was more bone blocks than I realized I gathered. So now I got, I mean, that's a lot of bone blocks. I know some projects I have, like the thing is you just go through blocks so quick. When you're, like if I did something that was using a lot of bone blocks, I'm gonna just burn through those, but that is a much better amount. All right, sweet. Oh, and my pants are getting low. I don't have mending on these pants, so I might need to swap them out for a different kind of pant. But yeah, all right, sweet. Well, I think that's a pretty good stopping point for today. I was just kind of want to gather some resources, chat, announce the new server. Definitely join the Discord for everything happening on that. And guys, if you would like to head over to the Twitch, we're gonna raid out someone. Yeah, because I can't raid on YouTube, so I would like to raid to a Twitch streamer. I'm not sure who yet, but definitely join that. I appreciate you all stopping by, and my chat is working. Wait, the chat's working. Has it been working this whole time? Man, maybe it did work at some point. Or is this? Wait. Yeah, this is working, but it's not updating, is it? I'll have to figure that out. Have a good day and good night, dude. Jace, appreciate you stopping by. You have yourself a good one as well. You know what? We're gonna put on sad music because it's sad to end stream. We're gonna put on, I like this one, I think. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Yes, thank you all for watching. Definitely check out the new video if you have not already. Appreciate you all stopping by. If you have any ideas, definitely toss them in the Discord. I would love to see some of your ideas for either the server, for the world. If you're making your own world, join the Discord. Bottom line, join the Discord. Share some stuff, limited progression related or otherwise. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Yeah, exclamation point raid. There is a raid command. However, I do think I want to change that. I don't love the giant paragraph raid because I don't really like clogging up people's chat. But yeah, definitely copy the raid message. We'll find someone to raid here on Twitch. See if any Twitch friends are live right now. But yeah, hopefully with that server, I'll be able to do streams more frequently in the future.
Wow, boys.
Here, let me mute site. Who do we got live? You know, let's raid out to. Got a couple people I'm following that I could raid to. Let's raid to Looney. I know Looney's another YouTube creator, and he's doing a charity event, so that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, let's raid over to Looney. If you're on YouTube, feel free to just join our views chat. But yeah, we're gonna raid Looney. I appreciate you all for stopping by again. Thank you, and goodbye to you all. Yeah, 2 nuts is probably enough. Yeah, I think that looks good. But yeah. Looney is a W. Yeah, I haven't watched as many of his streams, but I know he's got some really cool videos. So I'm gonna install Discord. Let's go, man. See you next month. Yeah, for real. No, hopefully it'll be before then. You're still doing stream. We're ending it right now. Amethyst, appreciate you stopping by though. When's the next episode? Came out today. Did you do the announcement? Yes, we are gonna be doing a limited progression server. That was the announcement. It's not out, no date on it, but hopefully soon. I showed my cousin and his fiance your series, and they absolutely loved it and binged most of it in like a day. Dude, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. So glad to hear people enjoying it. When's your next vid, by the way? I don't want to put a date on it, especially if I'm working on the plugin, but maybe like 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks. But yeah, thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time. All right. Stop streaming.